and we've got kind of a rotation going on at our right guard spot right now. And also Gage Reekin, the tight end, he's done a good job. We haven't played with a tight end for a few years now. But I do think, our offensive and defensive lines both, Lucas Troyer has kind of turned into the anchor of those two spots. Does a great job, and he has really provided solid leadership to those positions for everybody.
Coach Bauer, it's only one game, but it was only the second time in the last 4 years that your opponent has been held to less than 10 points. Your defense played great.
Yes, they did. And 2 years ago, we last season, I guess it was, we made a very strong commitment to our defense, and I felt like we'd kind of been lacking that. I'd always had a pretty efficient offense, but just really lacked defensive. I don't know if it was just the attitude for defense or confidence defensively. So we made some changes, and I think those changes have really helped out a lot. And I think you see it just in how we play on Friday nights. Defensively, our kids have got a little bit more of an edge to them than what they've had in the past. And I do think that's kind of been crediting a lot of the games we played in the last years. Last year we lost, I think it was 3 games by a touchdown or less, and we're in them in the end. And I think it does kind of start on the defensive side of the ball for us right now.
Again, Wisner-Pilger football coach Brent Bauer here with me on the football pregame show on 106 Kicks. Coach, what was the team goal heading into this season, especially after last year, below 500, not reaching the playoffs?
We felt like we were really close in a lot of games last year. Like I just said, we were really close in Arts Cameron game, really close with Stan, really close with Ponca. And that, I can say it's not just coach speak. That really motivated the kids. We lost a big senior class last year, and I think whenever a team loses a big senior class, there's this mentality that goes around, or this view of those teams that they're going to automatically drop off. And I think the small senior class that we have, they didn't accept that. They held our team to a very high standard this summer. And so I guess, I'm not going to say we've got any kind of a revenge thing going on here, but we've got some kids that are pretty motivated and are ready to kind of do some things. Our theme this year is uncommon. We've got some uncommon guys right now, and we've mentioned a couple of them already. And we feel like we've kind of got an uncommon team right now, and that's kind of been a motivating factor for us right now.
Well, tonight you have a test with a 1-0 Lutheran High Northeast team that has reached the playoffs the last 5 years. They suited only 23 players last week, which is a major drop for them. They run a wildcat formation, and last week Hunter Spear ran for 171 yards and 3 touchdowns. Your impression of the Eagle offense?
Well, it's very comparable to what they've done in the past. Their offense is built on power football. There's no real surprises with their offense. They're going to line up and they're going to run their stuff. They're going to do what you see them do on film. To me, this is just a game where we've got 2 teams that are expecting to hit the field pretty physical and play a physical type of football tonight. We won't suit up very many more guys than they will, if even more guys, to be honest. We're both kind of low in numbers. I do think they're relying a little bit more on their speed this year than they have in the past, but they're still looking to run over guys and just block straight ahead. And they may not have the same size up front they've had in the past, but they've got just a very physical mindset in their players. And so it'll come down to physical football and kind of a mental edge. I think will kind of be the difference. If you come into it with some mental toughness and some fortitude there, I think you can be pretty successful. But it's a tough challenge.
Coach Bauer, what does film session tell you about the Lutheran High Northeast defense?
A little more multiple, I think, than it's been in the past. They still, we feel like they're kind of still more of a 35 front, but I do think Ponca did some very, very interesting things to them. In that game, that score against Ponca, if you just see the score, you probably don't see the real story in that game. There were some things that Ponca did to have some success against Lutheran High as that game went on, by spreading them out and things like that. So it's still a good defense. They've got a very good linebacker in there. The secondary is playing really, really well, but their defensive line mentality is no different than their offensive line mentality. They're gonna line up, they're gonna hit you, and like I said, it comes down to your mental preparation.
Coach, last week you win your first opener since 2005. Now tonight you're going to play a team that is 3-0 against you. You've never beat them. What are the keys to victory for Wisner-Pilger this evening?
It'd be nice to get off to a good start, much like we did last week. We've got to be able to establish the line of scrimmage, offensively anyway, and throw the ball when we need to. We're not a team that's going to throw it a lot, but we do need to have that option. But this game's going to come down to defense for us. We feel very, very confident defensively. We feel like we've got some mental edge there. We feel like our kids are well prepared. And like you said, we're 1-0 for the first time in a long, long time. And there's a special attitude that comes with that. Our kids have enjoyed being 1-0. Our school has enjoyed being 1-0, and our towns have enjoyed being 1-0. I think they would really enjoy it if we could get to 2-0, and it'll be tough to get there. But we feel like we've got the players to do it. We think we've got the mindset to do it. So it's going to be a fun one, I think.
Coach Bauer, wish you the best of luck. We'll hear from you at halftime.
Thank you very much.
That was Wisner-Pilger coach Brent Bauer with me on the football pregame show on 106 Kicks. When we come back, we'll continue breaking down this evening's contest between Lutheran High Northeast and Wisner-Pilger with Eagle General Darren Suckstorp. This evening's football pregame show on 106 Kicks is brought to you by Stadium Sports, Western Office Technologies, and Wayne State College.
Looking for quality office furniture at an incredible value? Make Western Office Technologies your #1 choice for executive office furniture. File cabinets, bookcases, desks, office chairs, or anything that is office related. They carry over 30 brands of office furniture and accessories like Lazy Boy, Storley, and Eurotech, just to name a few. And at Western Office Technologies, they offer free delivery and setup on all of your office furniture. Western Office Technologies with offices in downtown Norfolk, O'Neill, and in Yankton.
Kate knew from the minute she got to Wayne State that she made the right decision.
Everybody's so friendly, and it just felt right.
The small campus was definitely a big plus.
Everywhere you go, you know somebody, and the professors know you by name, so that's just awesome.
And there's no shortage of stuff to do.
My favorite part of campus life is that you can be anywhere, and there's just something going on. It's a lot of fun.
Kate's a part of it at Wayne State College. Are you? Our Fridays at WSC are your chance to check it out for yourself. Sign up today at wsc.edu.
Welcome back, everybody, to the football pregame show on 106 Kicks. Tonight we're at Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field as the Darren Suckstorf-led Lutheran High Northeast Eagles face the Brent Bauer-led Wisner-Pilger Gators. The Eagles are ranked 6th in the Lincoln Journal-Star and 8th in the Omaha World-Herald, while Wisner-Pilger is unranked. The Eagles routed Ponca 43-14 at home last Thursday night, while Wisner-Pilger whipped Kama-Herman at home 31-6 last Friday. The Eagles were 6-4 last season, falling in the opening round of the playoffs to Battle Creek on the road 31-10, while the Gators were 3-6. Lutheran High Northeast won last season's game in Wisner 50-20 and have now claimed all 3 meetings in the history of the matchup. The Eagles have beaten Wisner-Pilger 49-14, 41-8, and 50-20. Lutheran High Northeast coach Darren Suckstorp's in his 9th season as head coach of the program and has a coaching record of 48-29 for a win percentage of .623. Gator top man Brent Bauer is in his 8th season at the helm for the program and has a mark of 20-40 for a win percentage of .333. This evening's football pregame show on 106 Kicks is brought to you by Stadium Sports, Western Office Technologies, and Wayne State College. The Lutheran High Northeast Eagles won their opening game of the season last Thursday night, routing Ponca 43-14. As Eagle General Darren Suckstorf joins me now. Coach Hunter Spear ran for 171 yards off 18 carries and 3 touchdowns. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Well, last week you suited only 23 players, which is a big drop on the roster. It was also very warm last week where you had players affected by the heat. What is the health report regarding your team heading into week 2?
We got a few guys back, but probably Burner won't play. He's out with an injury. But we got a couple other guys back that can kind of fill his spot. So we'll be pretty close. I think we'll have about 25 suiting up.
Talk about the differences between this season's squad and last year's 6-4 playoff team.
I don't know. There's still time to tell yet with this team. I do believe this team is very fast. I thought last week, our first quarter, we looked extremely fast just in our defense and our offense, and guys just running the ball and hitting where they're supposed to be, and we look fast. We played fast. So I think that's probably a big difference. I think we have overall team speed is better. And I don't know. Like I said, time will tell with this team, but has a making it to be a very good team.
When the game ended last Thursday against Ponca, obviously I've always thought it takes about 3 games to determine how good your team might really be. What did you leave with thinking about your team that you might not have realized maybe 3 hours earlier?
Well, I don't think we were in game shape yet. which is kind of hard to tell. So we try to address that this week because I told the kids we played a really good first half. At the end of the second quarter, we could tell our fatigue was setting in and our energy level was going down. Then your mental focus goes down a little bit with that at the same time. So that's our biggest thing we want to see change from last week is can we play full quarters of physical, mental football.
Again, Lutheran High Northeast football coach Darren Suxdorf here with me on the football pregame show on 106 Kicks. All right, Coach, tonight you have a test with a 1-0 Wisner-Pilger squad that won their first opener since 2005. They, going into week 2, probably feel like world beaters. Mason Raby ran for 201 yards off 24 carries as the team ran for 329 yards. What did they look like on film?
They look just like that. They did Raby hit the holes with speed, and he bounced the green grass. So it's going to be a huge challenge for us. I think, nothing against Ponca, but they had a little hard time running the ball against us, and they went to their spread stuff. But it looks like Wisner is really committed to running the ball. They run a lot of pro stuff with the tight end, something we didn't really see against Ponca. So, you're right. They're probably right. They look a lot better than last year. I think Coach Bauer's done a great job with this group so far. And I think time to tell with that group, too. I think just like us, it's going to take a couple games to figure out how good we are.
What do the Gators look like defensively?
Very aggressive. They're doing a lot more blitzing and stunting that we've seen in the past. They had some zone blitzes. They had some line twists. They got some middle linebacker fires. They're bringing heat off the edges every once in a while. So it looks like they do a good job of scouting and getting their guys being aggressive and getting them in the right situation.
Coach, what are the keys to victory for Lutheran High Northeast tonight?
Well, I think any big game, turnover is going to be huge. I thought we did a pretty good job of taking care of the football last game. Then we got to create some turnovers to get that on the plus side for us. I think we just got to be more physical and maintain blocks a little more offensively. We got to be able to establish a running game and try to take some of the wind out of Wisner because, like you said, they're running a big high right now, so a big win. And the defensively, we got to be able to shut their run game down, make them maybe go more passing what they haven't done in the last game. And I think those are the big 3 keys.
All right, Coach, wish you the best of luck. We'll hear from you at halftime.
All right, thanks, Joe.
That was Lutheran High Northeast football coach Darren Suxdorf with me on the football pregame show on 106 Kicks. When we come back, 2 1-0 teams meet early in the season as the Wisner-Pilger Gators visit Lutheran High Northeast. State champion coach Andy White and Jay Kenobi will join me for the broadcast. This evening's football pregame show on 106 Kicks is brought to you by Stadium Sports, Western Office Technologies, and Wayne State College.
For all your office equipment needs, see Western Office Technologies, your authorized Sharp dealer, offering a full line of Sharp MX Series digital copiers, full color copiers, and MFPs. At Western Office Technologies, we offer complete installation and training on all your Sharp Office products, and we're your source for all your Sharp service and supplies, too. Call 402-371-2108 or visit our website at westernofficetechnologies.com.
Here's the true forecast from the Weather Eye Weather Center. A slight chance of rain showers and thunderstorms tonight, otherwise partly cloudy skies with lows bottoming out in the low 70s. A chance of rain showers and thunderstorms for Saturday as well, with daytime highs topping out in the low 90s. A southerly wind of 15 to 20 that could gust to 30. From the Weather Eye Weather Center, powered by weatherology.com, I'm meteorologist Nikki Latola for 106 Kicks. Currently, it's 91.
Good evening and welcome everybody to Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field. You all have heard the line, put your best foot forward. The Wisner-Pilger Gators, dating back to 2001, have only done that 4 times. What I mean by that is winning their opening game. Last Friday night when they beat Takema Herman 31-6 in the Gators Swamp, they were able to snap a 9-game losing streak in opening games dating back to 2005. When you win that first game, you feel a sense of accomplishment. You feel optimistic about the season. You work harder and practice the following week. Fool's gold or not, Wisner-Pilger feels like they should be ranked in the top 10 in the state. The Lutheran High Northeast Eagles have reached the playoffs the last 5 years, but had a drop-off in numbers heading into their 2015 campaign. Many have thought after sneaking into the playoffs last year that the Eagles' window might be shut toward the goal of a championship. But not so fast. After last week's 43-14 dismantling of Ponca, Lutheran High Northeast has made a statement to not write them off quite yet. Tonight from Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field, 2 teams with 1-0 records meet as the Eagles entertain the Wisner-Pilger Gators on 106 Kicks.
The following is a presentation of Sports on 106 Kicks, the sports authority of Northeast Nebraska. 106 Kicks presents high school football.
Caught out of the air. It's Travis Larson to the house.
Featuring the Norfolk Panthers.
Middle snap, ball carrier right side, finds a hole. Ethan into the secondary. He's off to the races. He's at the 50, 40, 30. They're not going to catch him. 10-yard line, 5. He's in the house. Conley's home. Touchdown, Ethan Middlestat. A touchdown run of 80 yards. Wow.
The Norfolk Catholic Knights.
Bedroll rolling towards his right, can run or throw, and he's going to get brought down the backfield. He is sacked. Aaron Hoff, the defensive end.
The Lutheran High Northeast Eagles.
And they snap it to the fullback, and loose down the sidelines, giving an easy touchdown. The ball carrier, Lee Greavy, the fullback, a 31-yard touchdown run. He had everybody cool, including us up here in the booth.
Are you ready?
Nathan Boyle from the shotgun. Engelhoff in motion towards the far side. Fake hand up to Engelhoff. Deep across the middle. His receiver wide open. It's a big play. That's Matt Miller, the wingback. Matt at the 10, 5. Near the goal line. He is down at the 1-yard line. A pickup at 38 yards. Beller boots into Hunter Spear. Spear with the 5-yard line. Breaks loose 40, 45, 50. Into Brave territory to the 44-yard line. What a return by Hunter Spear. A return of 56 yards. Panthers go for it here on 4th down. Pop pass the other way. It's in. Oh, it's caught out of the air. It's Travis Larson to the house. Through the hands of Aaron Wilkin. Batted straight up in the air. And Travis Larson hauls it in 44 yards out. When it's your day, it's your day.
This evening's Class C2 game from Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field. The Wisner-Pilger Gators at the Lutheran High Northeast Eagles.
Good evening and welcome everybody to Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field, where tonight the Lutheran High Northeast Eagles 1-0 on the season entertain the 1-0 Wisner-Pilger Gators. Welcome everybody to the Century Lumber Center broadcast booth. Joe Jaden, state champion coach Andy White, sideline reporter Jay Kenobi, statistician Christine Bromer, our producer engineer is Matt Humphrey. The Lutheran High Northeast Eagles, last year they were a playoff team with a mark of 6-4. However, this year a drop in numbers, Andy White, but they start off with a bang. 43-14 victory over Ponca. Last Friday the Eagles are 1-0 and they're trying to get back to the playoffs again.
And I think they've got to feel pretty good about it too, because anytime you beat a Ponca football team, Ponca's a physical type of a football team that'll come and hit you. And Lutheran High, their numbers might be down, Joe, but you look at what they've got as far as skill players, and they've got speed to burn, and then this system that Coach Suxdorf has put in place, these kids understand how to run it, they believe in it, and as Coach Brent Bauer said from Wisner-Pilger, they're going to come out, there's no magic to it, they're just going to feed the ball right at you, and it's your job to stop them.
Well, Lutheran High Northeast runs that unique Wildcat offense. Hunter Spear last week, 18 carries, 171 yards, 3 touchdowns. Philip Kirby as a wide receiver had 12 carries for 89 yards and a touchdown. You don't see wide receivers carrying the ball 12 times.
No, but like you said, Joe, those wide receivers, they sit so far inside. They've got basically 3 backs stacked into the backfield, direct snap to the quarterback. Any one of those backs at any time can carry the ball 10 to 15 times a game, and they're just going to come straight at you. And Lutheran High also has a big offensive line and some big physical kids. And like I said, they believe in this system, and they've got, they've been a playoff team, very consistent every year until somebody figures it out or figures a way to out physical, and they're going to be right there at the end of the year.
Well, the Wisner-Pilger Gators 1-0. First time since 2005 they can say that. Optimism.
Yeah, that's great. It's a pleasant surprise for Wisner-Pilger, because I don't think anybody saw that coming. I think when Lutheran High's schedule came out, they thought, well, Wisner-Pilger, we're going to get Ponca, we'll get Wisner-Pilger. But Wisner, not so fast, goes down and really rolled it. The Kama-Herman football team kind of opened the eyes of a lot of people here. So everybody's excited down in Wisner-Pilger, as they should be.
Mason Raby ran for 201 yards and a touchdown in that ball game, and their defense, for the second time in 4 years, held their opponent below 10 points.
Yeah, Wisner-Pilger in the past, they've thrown the ball around a lot, but they're developing into a run-first football team too. So again, we're just going to strap it on and get after it tonight.
When we come back, the opening kickoff, Lutheran High Northeast and Wisner-Pilger, 2 1-0 teams meet at Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field. Back in a moment.
Read the Norfolk Daily News for complete sports coverage in Northeast Nebraska. Contact the Norfolk Daily News Circulation Department to start receiving the latest news and sports at your doorstep daily. The Norfolk Daily News, your news, your way.
Zobek Oil and Propane is committed to serving you, the customer, with the best service and the best products for all your petroleum and propane needs. Contact Zobek Oil and Propane in Norfolk.
You're listening to High School Sports on Northeast Nebraska's True Country. 106 Kicks, KQKX, Norfolk.
After the game, it's Sonic, America's Drive-In. Whether to celebrate sweet victory or to ease defeat, Sonic is there for you with a frozen favorite, food, or a drink. The ultimate drink stop, Sonic in Norfolk. Remember, drinks are always half price during happy hour, every day from 2 to 4.
At Midwest Bank, one of their top priorities is supporting local schools and activities in the communities they serve. When you're choosing who you can trust with your next home loan, commercial account, personal savings, or checking account, choose Midwest Bank. Service that builds relationships. Member FDIC.
For over 40 years, Norfolk Transmission has been servicing and repairing transmissions, torque converters, clutches, and exhaust systems. Find out about 6-year, million-mile warranties from the ATRA certified experts at Norfolk Transmission and Exhaust Pros. See them on the web at norfolktransmission.com.
The Red Phone Book, serving Northeast Nebraska for over 30 years, is the most used and respected phone book with detailed Yellow Pages business. Information, cell numbers, mobile apps, and websites. Building a future for the Red Phone Books for many years to come.
Everybody to Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field as we're getting set for Lutheran High Northeast and Wisner-Pilger. Two teams 1-0 records at kickoff, 87 degrees, heat index 92 degrees, southeast wind at 12 miles an hour. Let's bring in the third member of our team down on the field, Jay Kenobi. Jay?
Well, it's an absolutely perfect night here for football. But, you know, what a difference a week makes. You take a look at last week, and both coaches are talking about, you know, the nerves and the unknowns. And this week, when you get 1-0, pretty soon it talks about anxiety and a cusp of confidence. They're right on the verge as 1-0. One of these teams is going to come out tonight very confident.
All right, thanks, Jay. Jay Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank, the official bank of Husker Nation.
Yeah, I agree with Jay. That's exactly right. These two teams, both of them, I guess hope springs eternal here, but one of them is going to come away disappointed tonight. The other one's going to come away very confident. Lutheran High looks ahead. Maybe that's another thing. David City Aquinas, they've got a big game next week. They better not look past this one.
Lutheran High Northeast, home blue jerseys, white numbers, blue pants. Wisner-Pilger, white jerseys, green numbers, green pants. Lutheran High Northeast will kick off right to left on your radio. Hunter Spear will kick it to the return team of Hunter Waterman and Carell Colmoose. Again, a warm evening here in Norfolk. Both teams, not a lot of numbers. We'll see if cramping is a concern here in the third quarter. It's a short kick. The kicker kicked the bottom of the football, and it's fielded the 25-yard line. And on the return to pass the 35 to the 37-yard line for Wisner-Pilger is an up man, Cooper Von Sagern. And the Wisner-Pilger offense takes the field. The quarterback is Cooper Von Sagern. Running back Mason Raby, fullback Kobe Porter. Wide receivers Gunnar LeBenz and Carell Colmoose. Tight end Gage Riken. Left tackle Nathan Hatterman. Left guard Lucas Troyer. Center Travis Kies. Right guard Zach Mock. Right tackle is Jaden Raby. Again, the Gators move left to right on your radio. Under center is Cooper Von Sagern, 175-pound junior quarterback, I formation behind him. A receiver to the left, a receiver to the right. The Eagles will rush 4. Von Sagern takes the snap and gives to his tailback, Mason Raby. And Raby is bottled up behind the line of scrimmage on the left side. He's going to lose a yard on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 11. Looking at the Lutheran High Northeast defense, 3-4 look. Defensive ends Josh Slody and Seth Knapp. Nose guard Blaze White. Cornerbacks Tyler Bates and Hunter Spear. Outside linebackers Andy Zassine and Ryan Brand. Inside linebackers Lee Grebe and John Freidenberg. Free safety Aiden Weeder, and strong safety is Philip Kirby. 2nd down and 11 for the Gators. And this is Raby again. Right side of his offensive line. Breaks a couple tackles across the 40. Gets to the 44-yard line to pick up a 6. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5. Andy White.
One of the things that's going to be paramount here if you're Wisner-Pilger is you're going to run the ball straight ahead. If you try and go laterally against this Lutheran High Northeast team, you're going to be out of luck because they have so much speed to shorten up the field.
Gator hurry-up offense. I formation once again behind Von Sagern. And there's the snap. Von Sagern back to pass, rolling towards his left. Throws, and it's incomplete. And the pass was intended for Gage Riken. They do have a flag on the play. It could be a pass interference against Lutheran High Northeast. There was a defensive back right there in the vicinity.
Yeah, there was the defender from Lutheran High was shoving him out of bounds before the ball got there. So that's what we're going to have. We're going to have a pass interference here, which is a big break for Wisner-Pilger because they don't like to get in that longer passing situation.
Well, they're actually backing Wisner-Pilger up. They're going to call pass interference, against Lutheran High. Now, okay, going to march it forward. And Wisner-Pilger is going to have the football 1st and 10 at the Lutheran High Northeast 41-yard line, so a big break there on 3rd down.
Big break, and like Coach Bauer said, he wanted to get off to a good start here. And I'll tell you what, if Lutheran High is going to keep doing favors like that, this could end up a long night for the Eagles.
All right. Gators with the football on the far hash mark. 1st and 10 from the Eagle 41. 10:57 to play here, opening quarter. Glad to have you with us, everybody, from Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field. Cooper Von Sager and under center movement on both lines. And, 2 flags here in the first minute, 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
Going to be interesting. We had some movement by the Lutheran High Northeast Eagles. They might have drawn Wisner-Pilger off the ball because there was movement on the left-hand side of the Wisner-Pilger line.
And the referee is going to have an offsides against Lutheran High Northeast. So the Eagles with 2 penalties here early. They're going to march the football to the Eagle 36-yard line. And it's 1st down and 5 for the Gators. Earlier tonight, listen to the football pregame show brought to you by Wayne State College, Western Office Technologies, and Stadium Sports. You heard from Tom Beamer from the Norfolk Daily News, Tom Olson, Brent Bauer, Wisner-Pilger, and Lutheran High Northeast, Darren Sucksdorf. So here it is, 1st and 5 from the 36. Cooper Von Sager, an under center, takes a snap, fakes the handoff, rolling towards his right, being pursued from the backside, throws, pass complete. He got it to his fullback, Kobe Porter, and Porter's inside the 25 to the 24. It's a gain of 12 on the play and a 1st down.
I tell you what, that's a really nice play call by the staff from Wisner-Pilger. 1st and 5 really would be a running down in most situations for them, but they do a good job. Lutheran High really showed blitz, shot 2 or 3 guys, rolled the pocket. The quarterback was able to move to his right-hand side, deliver the ball to his running back out in the flat. Nice pickup, good 1st down.
Josh Schlode on the tackle from his defensive end position, and it's 1st and 10 for the Gators. From the Eagle 24-yard line, ball on the near hash mark. Cooper Von Sager in shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the left side and a receiver to the right. And this is a handoff. Mason Raby, misdirection, left side, finds a hole. Raby inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards on the play. Awfully close to a 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd down and short.
Again, another thing that Coach Brent Bauer from Wisner-Pilger alluded to in the pregame was he watched that Ponca film and saw that Ponca in the second half did some things to spread the field that they had some success with. Here, Wisner-Pilger comes out in that shotgun formation and spread the field. That time there was a nice running lane for Raby.
We'll send it down to Jay Kenobi here in just a moment. 2nd down and 1 for the Gators from the Eagle 15. 9:52 to go. Opening quarter, scoreless ball game for the time being. Von Sager on the draw, looking for a hole between his center and right guard, and he gets to the 12-yard line to pick up a 3. He's going to have the 1st down yardage, and the Gators moving closer and closer to the Eagle driveway. Jay Kenobi down on the field to you.
Well, one of the first things you look at to start the game always is the offensive line versus defensive line. Lucas Troyer is a 4-year starter at left guard, and Nathan Hatterman, a 3-year starter at left tackle. And the physicality right now is in Wisner's advantage. You can see the size going across against those 3 defensive linemen for Lutheran High.
All right, thanks, Jay. Jay Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Cooper Von Sager from the shotgun takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Raby, keeps it himself, tries the right side of his offensive line, goes nowhere, maybe loses a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd down and long.
And that's a read option that we see so many teams run anymore from that shotgun formation where you fake it to the dive back and have your quarterback read the defensive end. Right now up front, Lutheran High, like Jay said, they're getting pushed around a little bit. Wisner-Pilger had no success in that tight formation, so now again trying to spread things out and see if they can create something, but they're still having a lot of difficulty running between the tackles.
Andy Zacine and Seth Knapp combine on that tackle for the Eagles. 2nd down and 11 for the Gators from the Eagle 13-yard line. Ball in the middle of the field. Cooper Von Sager from the shotgun. 3 receivers right side of the formation, a receiver to the left. Von Sager back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, and he is brought down. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, he might have gained a yard. It's going to be a game, well, give him 2 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and long from about the 11-yard line.
And Von Sager did a good job there of stepping up in the pocket, but you have to give credit to that big defensive line now from Lutheran High that just collapsed. They kept him inside the pocket, turned him back up in the inside of the field, and were able to contain him for a 2-yard gain.
Now they're going to give him 1 on the spot, and Seth Knapp in on his 3rd tackle of the game already. So 3rd down and 10 for the Gators from the Eagle 12-yard line. 3 receivers left side of the formation, a receiver to the right, Cooper Von Sager from the shotgun. Back to pass, looking, throws across the middle, caught near the goal line. Touchdown Gators. Wisner-Pilger scores on their opening drive. Cooper Von Sagern with a touchdown pass on the far side of the field. Didn't catch the number who caught it. We'll confirm that here in just a moment.
And I tell you, a nice job by Wisner-Pilger here. Again, at the beginning of this drive, in that tight pro-style offense out of the I formation, they were having a lot of problems moving the ball on the ground, going straight ahead at Lutheran High Northeast. So what do? They get a penalty, catch a break, get a first down, spread the field, prove that they can throw the football as well as run it. That was a great first drive for Wisner-Pilger.
We'll get confirmation here in just a moment on who caught that touchdown pass. And in just one moment, they're going to have referees are going to stop play here for just a moment, and they're going to have a timeout here with 7:58 to play here in the opening quarter. They do have confirmation. We'll have the jersey number was 15 for Wisner-Pilger. It's Corell Colmoose with the touchdown reception.
Yeah, it was a nice job. Again, a good play call, 3rd and 8, obvious passing situation, spread out Lutheran High's defense, and right now Lutheran High's just a little bit too far off in that zone defense, and Von Sagern just sat right back in the pocket and threw an absolute strike to his receiver for that 6 points.
So with 7:58 to play in the opening quarter, Cooper Von Sagern, a 12-yard touchdown pass to Corell Colmoose, and the Gators out to a 6-0 lead. Wisner-Pilger took a timeout. You don't want to waste the timeouts going for an extra point, but they had something wrong here, what they wanted to do, so we'll wait here for the extra point. Down on the field, Jay Kenobi standing by.
Well, you guys are right on that pass play on 3rd and 8. That was just a nice little 8-yard outside hook pattern, and he got the linebacker a step behind him. So a nice pass where he stepped into it, and a good job by the receiver of cutting hard on that 8-yard out.
All right, thanks, Jay. Jay Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank, the official bank of Husker Nation. Now, it is 6-0. It looks like Wisner-Pilger, however, is going to go for 2. Cooper Von Sagern under center. Offset eye behind him. Von Sagern takes a snap, rolling towards his right, being pursued from the backside. Couple pump fakes. He's going to run near the goal line. Is he in? He's in. Cooper Von Sagern runs in the 2-point conversion. And the Wisner-Pilger Gators, they mean business, folks. They lead Lutheran High Northeast 8-0 on the Pizza Hut scoreboard. 7:58 to play opening quarter. Back in a moment.
Tired of living with pain? Community Rehab Physical Therapy in Norfolk has a solution to stop the pain and prevent it from returning. Community Rehab Physical Therapy also has locations in Fremont, Sioux City, and Omaha. Find more information at communityrehabpt.com.
The Red Phone Book, serving Northeast Nebraska for over 30 years, is the most used and respected phone book with detailed Yellow Pages business. Information, cell numbers, mobile apps, and websites. Building a future for the Red Phone Books for many years to come.
Don't forget tonight's game streaming online at 106kicks.com. Hear the game wherever you might be in the world. The game's also video streaming at NorfolkDailyNews.com. Internet streaming connection provided by Telebeep Wireless of Norfolk. 3rd simulcast so far this season. Andy, you and I are too ugly to be on TVs. Thank God they don't have the camera on us.
Yeah, I can't believe that anybody would even think about turning a camera on us. I'd have to go get hair plugs or something. Stand on a box so I'm not so short next to you, like Bob Costas, right?
Yeah, Pat Sajak, one or the other, right?
Get that hair piece.
8-0, Wisner-Pilger with the lead. Moments ago, a 12-yard touchdown pass, Cooper Von Sagern to Corell Colmoose, and then Von Sagern runs in the 2-point conversion, and the Gators are going to kick it away. On the approach is Mason Raby. It's a squib kick fielded at the 26-yard line by an up man for Lutheran High Northeast. And that happens to be Alex Osdemore. And Osdemore brought down at the 38-yard line. We have a flag on the play post-possession. Might be a face mask.
A face mask, or maybe a taunting, because a pretty good stick was put on out there by Wisner-Pilger, and maybe there was a little bit of a extracurricular, language going on out there, but it looks like it's going to be a personal foul, against Wisner-Pilger. So that's a very unfortunate. Those are things that are completely under your control not to have happen.
Yeah, if you're Brent Bauer, you're not happy about that at all. Looking at the Lutheran High Northeast offense, quarterback Aiden Weeder and running back Hunter Spear, fullback Lee Grebe, wide receivers are Philip Kirby and Ryan Brand, strong tackle Reed Schaefer, inside tackle Josh Slody, center Seth Knapp, strong guard John Freidenberg, weak guard Blaze White, tight end is Andy Zassine. The referees will march the ball into Wisner-Pilger territory, so the Eagles catch a break. Great field position to start their opening drive, trailing 8-0, 7:52 to play in the opening quarter. Again, that the Wildcat formation is what the Eagles showcase. Where the ball is snapped to, your guess is as good as mine. It's snapped that time to Aiden Wiedern, who operates as quarterback. Wiedern inside the 45 to the 44. It's a pickup of about 3 yards on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Looking at the Wisner-Pilger defense, the defensive ends Nathan Hatterman and Jaden Raby. Defensive tackles Lucas Troyer and Adrian Cardenas. Cornerbacks Correll Colmoose and Hunter Waterman. Outside linebackers Gunnar LeBenz and Mason Raby. Inside linebackers Gage Reichen and Kobe Porter. The safety is Cooper Von Segern. And we got another flag on the play before the ball snapped on that 2nd down and 6. And clock stops with 7:25 to play here.
Yeah, early in the season, you're going to see these types of motion penalties and things like that. Right now, Wisner-Pilger's got about 7 guys committed to the defensive line right now with 2 linebackers up tight. So my math's not real good, but that would be 9 guys inside the tackle box to try and stop this Lutheran High offense. It's things that have been tried before, and it really hasn't worked, but Lutheran High, that play-action pass should be there for them tonight.
False start against Lutheran High Northeast. They're 3rd infraction already. 25 penalty yards against Eagles. 2nd and 11 from the 49-yard line. Snap goes to Hunter Spear. Spear is bottled up behind the line of scrimmage. He is down right at midfield at the 50. It's a loss of 1, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
So now Lutheran High, they find themselves in an obvious passing situation here again. We'll see what Wisner-Pilger tries to do here. They might back off just a few guys, drop somebody back in pass protection here, because 3rd and 12, you would think Lutheran High would think about throwing the ball.
Now 3rd and 12, ball right at the 50-yard line in the middle of the field. Aiden Wiedern from the shotgun, rolling towards his right, throws, and the pass is complete out of the backfield. That's Ryan Brand, I believe. And the football is at the 44, so to pick up a 6 on the play. Wiedern to Brand, and Lutheran High Northeast well shy of a 1st down. They'll be forced to punt.
It should be an obvious punting situation here. Wisner-Pilger, again, really quick jump out of the gates. They look great on offense here, and then defensively, too. They've committed to stopping this run.
Cooper Von Segern on the stop for the Gators, and Ryan Brand will punt the ball away from his own 45-yard line. There's a snap, and Brand is going to run it, fake punt, and not even close. A gain of 1 yard on the play. They needed 5, and the Eagles turn it over on downs. The Gators will take over at their own 42. 6:04 to play opening quarter, 8-0. Wisner-Pilger with the lead.
Everything's going Wisner-Pilger's way right now. That time they were not fooled at all by that fake punt. And again, they still had about 7 guys on that defensive front. Really, they're taking care of that run first. They're committed to stopping that. Even in a punt formation, I think they might have thought something like that was coming, so they lined everybody up on the line, basically sent one guy back deep, said, hey, go ahead and punt it, but we're not going to be fooled by any trickeration.
Wisner-Pilger has the football from their 42-yard line, left to right on your radio. I formation behind quarterback Cooper Von Segern. He threw a touchdown pass at 12 yards a few moments ago to Correll Colmoose. Von Segern fakes the handoff, rolling towards his right, can run or throw, and he is unable. He throws it out of bounds. He had Ryan Brand, the outside linebacker, draped all over him. Von Segern was out of the box, but there was no receiver in the vicinity. It's an intentional grounding, and that penalty is going to back up Wisner-Pilger.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that it took the refs that long to throw that flag. Von Segern did everything he could to stay upright, but he just obviously threw that thing out of bounds. So you go from bad to worse here. Not only are you going to get a penalty and lose yardage, but you're also going to lose a down.
Tonight's fantasy football picks brought to you by Faith Regional Health Services Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine team for area schools. I chose Lutheran High Northeast running back Hunter Spear. Chris Bromer, our statistician, went with Lutheran High Northeast quarterback Aiden Wiedern. Jay Kenobi drafted Wisner-Pilger running back Mason Raby, and he selected Lutheran High Northeast wide receiver Philip Kirby. So lost it down for Wisner-Pilger. It's 2nd down and 20 from their own 33-yard line.
Wisner-Pilger here, again, this is not a down and distance that you want to be in, 20 yards. Their offense isn't built for this. You want to be really careful that you don't just go throw the ball around right now. Just try and get what you can and get a chance to pick up a 1st down.
Snap to Von Segern. Von Segern handed off left side. Mason Raby trying to turn the corner, unable to do so. He's brought down the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 1. It's going to bring up 3rd down and infinity for the Gators.
Good job by Lutheran High. Again, that's that jet sweep out of that pistol formation or shotgun formation. Wisner-Pilger's going to have a tough time with Lutheran High speed trying to get to the outside there. Again, Lutheran High Northeast just flows so well from sideline to sideline. They really shorten the field down. You're going to have to go right at them or throw over top of them.
Andy Zacine credited for the tackle for Lutheran High Northeast. They're going to say that Raby got back to the line, but it's 3rd down and 20 for the Gators from their 32-yard line. 2 receivers the right side of the formation, 2 receivers to the left. Cooper Von Segern, 175-pound junior quarterback from the shotgun. The Eagles will rush 5. Von Sagern is going to hand it off. And this is Kobe Porter, the fullback, and Porter's going to get a yard on the play. That's it. 4th down and long for the Gators, and they'll have to punt.
And Lutheran High here catching a break early on that intentional grounding to back Wisner-Pilger up out of that comfort zone. So they've held now. That fake punt doesn't look like it's going to come back to hurt them, although Wisner-Pilger's taking advantage and they can win the field position game here. But Lutheran High, I'd like to see what they can get to going here when they get the ball back on offense.
John Freidenberg in on his 3rd tackle for Lutheran High Northeast from his inside linebacker position. So the Gators will punt. Cooper Von Sagern standing back at his 21. Back deep for the Eagles, Philip Kirby. Von Sagern takes a snap, nearly had it blocked, managed to get it away. Not a lot of distance. Spiraling punt, takes a hop at the Lutheran High 44 and sideways bounce out of bounds. Lutheran High Northeast, pretty good field position from their 44. Down in the field, Jay Kenobi standing by.
Well, that last series for Lutheran High, you could really see the 4 senior linebackers. A lot of experience there with Andy Sassine, John Freudenberg, Lee Grebe, and Ryan Brand. Athletic, experienced, physical players, and they really had a good defensive series there.
All right, thanks, Jay. Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank, the official bank of Husker Nation. 4:23 to play opening quarter, 8-0. Wisner-Pilger with the lead. The blue and white with the football from their 44-yard line on the far hash mark. Wildcat formation. Ball is snapped to Aiden Wiedern. Wiedern inside handoff, and I believe that might have been Philip Kirby, the ball carrier, and Kirby goes nowhere. No gain. 2nd down and 10 coming up. The Gator front 4 controlling things right now. That defensive line, Nathan Hatterman, Lucas Troyer, Adrian Cardenas, and Jaden Raby.
Really doing a nice job up front of absorbing the initial blow from the Lutheran High offense as they get off the ball. But the other thing they're doing really well, too, when they see that it's an inside run, they do a good job of squeezing down and keeping contained with their defensive ends.
Lucas Troyer in on his 2nd tackle of the game for the Gators. Ball snapped to Aiden Wiedern, rolling towards his left, throws, pass complete, Philip Kirby. Kirby makes one-man miss into Gator territory, shoved out of bounds at the 47. And that is a pickup of 9 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and short.
Wisner-Pilger now, that time they moved to a 4-man front, kind of anticipating that pass play by Lutheran High. One of the things that you have to do with Lutheran High, any football team really, is when you get a man in the open field, it's so imperative to break down, make that man stop his forward progress, make a good open field tackle. And this Lutheran High team, their running backs are so elusive and so quick. If they make that first man miss, they can really hurt you.
3rd down and 1 for the Eagles from the Gator 47-yard line. The players looking at the Lutheran High Northeast coaching staff for what they want to do. 3:42 to play here, opening quarter. Again, 8-0 Gators with the lead. The Gators will rush 5. Ball snapped to Aiden Wiedern. Wiedern between his center and right guard. He's reached the 45-yard line to pick up a 2 yards on the play. And a 1st down. The Eagles extend the drive.
Push that pile and go straight forward. Again, Wisner-Pilger comes up, puts extra men on the defensive line, and they're really going low into the Lutheran High linemen, just trying to make a pile so that running back has nowhere to go other than around. But Lutheran High, again, they should be good in this offense for 1 or 2 yards anytime they need it.
Currently on Light Rock 97.5 and LightRock97.com, the Battle Creek Braves at the Oakland Craig Knights at this hour. Also Kansas City Royals baseball. They're hosting the Chicago White Sox at this hour on News Talk WJAG 105.9 FM. Football snap to Hunter Spear. Spear sweep right side, finds a bit of a hole, and he gets to the 41. Give him 4 yards on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 6.
And that's a great 1st down play. I know Coach Sucksdorf will take that any day of the week. He'd love to see them get 4 yards every time on 1st down if he could. That puts him right in his comfort zone in this playbook. Really gives them a lot of different options. They have a lot of short play action, high percentage passes that they can throw, or they can continue to just feed the ball right at you.
Score to pass along for you after 1 quarter in Wahoo. Norfolk Catholic leading the Wahoo Warriors 7-0. Ball is snapped. Once again, Hunter Spear. Spear between his center and right guard. He is inside the 40 to the 38. A pick up a 3 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3. Jay Kenobi, back down on the field to you.
Well, one of the interesting things as far as sideline reporting is watching Coach Von Portwood. He's an assistant coach here as long as I can remember, and Coach Sucksdorf puts the play in verbally, or gives a little signal, but Coach Portwood's there with a stopwatch, making sure every time that they use the right amount of time. It's kind of an interesting little side note to see 2 coaches really calling in plays, one worried about time, one worried about the play.
Thanks, Jay. Jay Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National. Make ball snap to Aiden Wiedern. Wiedern's going to run with it. Got to the 35, steps out of bounds at the 30. 33. He's got 5 yards on the play and a first down, and Lutheran High Northeast with their second first down of this drive.
Again, this Lutheran High offense, this is what they're built for, to get yardage in chunks, 4, 5, 6 yards, and it's going to be really interesting to see. This game's going quick with 2 minutes left to go, but it's going to be interesting to see how these teams, again, both of them short roster, short-handed, a lot of guys going both ways. This is going to come down to game shape and who's got more left in the tank in the fourth quarter.
First and 10 for the Eagles from the Gator 32-yard line. It is snapped to maybe the fullback. It is the fullback, Lee Grebe, and Grebe has stood up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll bring up second down and 10. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Sapp Brothers Petroleum in Norfolk. Train hard and play fair, and you'll be ready for all life throws at you. Sapp Brothers in Norfolk. This game also brought to you in part by Custom Sports in Norfolk. Get the competitive edge at the official apparel provider for the NSAA, South 13th Street, or CustomSportsCo.com. Second and 10 for the Eagles from the Gator 32-yard line. Snap to Aiden Wiedern. Wiedern back to pass, steps up in the pocket, deep across the middle as receiver. It's complete. Philip Kirby. Kirby inside the 5, dragging tacklers near the goal line, and he is down at the 1-yard line. Aiden Wiedern to Philip Kirby, 31 yards.
Great call by the Lutheran High coaching staff there. They've been setting that thing up all night where they ran just streaks right up the middle. Wiedern waited for his receiver Kirby to clear, put the ball right on the money, and I tell you what, somebody paid those refs off, because that's my fantasy man, and I maintain he was in the end zone.
So Lutheran High Northeast on the doorstep of Wisner-Pilger. First and goal for the 1. Snap to Aiden Wiedern. Wiedern follows a convoy into the house. Touchdown, Lutheran High Northeast. With 1 minute, 10 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Aiden Wiedern, a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Gators' lead is now 8-6.
And I tell you, both these teams, Joe, we thought this thing looked like on paper that it was going to be pretty evenly matched and it was going to come down to that front line. But what it's come down to here thus far is the team that can throw the ball inside the red zone, because both teams are stacking that offensive line and defensive line. And right now they're allowing that both teams should have opportunities to throw the football.
Lutheran High Northeast has that swinging gate formation set up right now. Whether they go for the extra point or for 2 remains to be seen. Aiden Wiedern is set to take the snap. He does take the snap. The Eagles are going to go for 2. Wiedern throws right side, and it's caught. Lee Grebe. So Aiden Wiedern completes the 2-point conversion pass to Lee Grebe, and we're tied at 8. 1 minute, 10 seconds to play in the opening quarter on the Pizza Hut scoreboard. Back in a moment.
Find the right car at the right price with Northeast Nebraska Federal Credit Union's Click, Shop, Drive app. And for a full line of financial services, become a member of Northeast Nebraska Federal Credit Union. Visit nnfcu.com for more information.
Custom Sports of Norfolk, the official apparel provider for the NSAA, can create just about any apparel item for your team or group with personalized screen printing and embroidery. Get the competitive edge at Custom Sports, 2505 South 13th Street, Norfolk, or CustomSportsCo.com.
Pizza Hut has everyone's favorites. Pizza, pasta, wings, and more. You'll find something everyone will love at Pizza Hut. Spicy hot wings or a stuffed crust supreme pizza. It's a perfect stop before or after the game. Pizza Hut, now you're eating. Coming up halftime, we'll have the Borgman Auto Sales halftime show. Need a new ride? Borgman Auto Sales has quality used vehicles at fair prices. Stop by 13th and Norfolk Avenue. Moments ago, Aiden Wiedern, a 1-yard touchdown run after his 31-yard pass play to Philip Kirby. The 2-point conversion pass play from Wiedern to Lee Grebe, and the Lutheran High Northeast Eagles and Wisner-Pilger Gators tied at 8 here in the waning moments of the first quarter. Andy White.
And Joe, you know, you and I visited a little bit last year. We've always talked about how a lot of times you don't have to throw the ball real well, but you have to look comfortable doing it. And Aiden Wiedern last year, you know, it looked like he was putting a piece of meatloaf or something around. But this year you can really tell that he has worked on his mechanics, looked comfortable in the pocket, and threw a nice ball down there in the red zone. That was a nice ball.
And we'll send it down to Jay Kenobi here in just a moment, get his thoughts on the big pass play that set up that touchdown. Hunter Spear will kick it away for the Eagles. Back deep, Hunter Waterman and Carell Colmoose for Wisner-Pilger. We thought we'd have a good game coming into this one, and so far so good. And an onside kick by Lutheran High Northeast, but it gets through the front wave, and going down immediately for Wisner-Pilger is a return man, Cooper Von Seger, and so the Gators are going to have the football at about their own 38-yard line. Jay Kenobi, back down on the field to you.
Well, it was a nice catch, nice throw, but Philip Kirby, the wide receiver, senior wide receiver, he's probably one of their most explosive athletes. You can just see when he touches the ball, special things are going to happen, and there was attention to him. Coach Sucksdorf mentioned earlier in the week they wanted to give him a lot of touches, and I think that's going to be a successful route.
All right, thanks, Jay. Sideline reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank, the official bank of Husker Nation. Wisner-Pilger Gators with the football left to right on your radio from their 37. This is a handoff going left side. Mason Raby. Raby unable to get much of a corner. Maybe got 2 or 3 yards on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
And it looks like both these teams have really kind of settled in. I think there might have been some nerves at the beginning of this game right now where they're, I think they've settled in and they've figured out what they need to do offensively. It's just going to come down to executing now. And again, turnovers and penalties are going to play huge before this game's over tonight.
2nd down and 8. 38 seconds and ticking here in the quarter. Cooper Von Segern from the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, a receiver to the left. Von Segern's going to keep it. Finds a hole into the interior of the Eagle defense, and it's a tackle by Tyler Bates, the quarterback. Otherwise, Von Segern to be celebrating in the end zone right now. And that's going to be a pickup of 20 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Again, nice job by Wisner-Pilger. They're really getting a lot of mileage out of this spread offense right now. They're spreading that Lutheran High defense out, doing a lot of ball fakes, and that time the quarterback, Von Segern, just right up the middle, ripping Lutheran High for a huge gain.
22 seconds and ticking. The Gators might run one more play before we reach the end of the first quarter. Again, we're tied at 8. Von Segern marches the troops to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers right side of the formation, a receiver to the left. Clock ticks away to 10 seconds. Von Segern under center, takes the snap, and quarterback sneak, and falls forward to about the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 5 on the play. We have reached the end of the opening quarter. The Pizza Hut scoreboard reads Wisner-Pilger 8, Lutheran High Northeast 8. Back in a moment.
After practice or before the game, when it comes to value menus, you can't top BK's. Check out the King Deals value menu starting at just $1 at either Burger King location on Benjamin Avenue or 13th. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, have it your way at Burger King.
Cornhusker Auto Center, Cornhusker Nissan, and Cornhusker Pre-Owned Superstore are names you've come to trust for over 25 years. See them first for sales and leasing of newer pre-owned vehicles and your service and parts needs. Your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Nissan dealer. And remember, when we buy locally, we all win.
Your sports medicine specialist in Norfolk is Dr. Michael Adams. From preventative care methods to keep you in the game to management and care of sports-related injuries, see Dr. Michael Adams, providing excellence in care at Family Health and Sports Medicine. Call 844-8167.
For all of your trailer repair needs any time of the year, contact Tracy at Eastern Nebraska Trailer Repair. Also ask about grain hoppers for rent, long or short term, at Eastern Nebraska Trailer Repair, 1212 South Pine Industrial Road in Norfolk.
Make sure you're listening at the end of the game when Andy J. and I will announce the Norfolk Medical Group players of the game. Norfolk Medical Group, serving the medical needs of your entire family, located in medical offices north in Norfolk. We'll also announce the Burger King Whopper play of the game. Have it your way. Burger King, South 13th or Benjamin Avenue. Welcome back, everybody, to Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field. Wisner-Pilger and Lutheran High Northeast tied at 8. Andy White.
Yeah, again, Joe, Wisner-Pilger's got to be really happy with the game, the way the game started out. Lutheran High came back, answered the bell, tied this thing up. Wisner-Pilger again on the move down the field. I really do think this is going to come down to conditioning. You know, I'm looking at these rosters. It's a lot shorter sheet that we were looking at than that Class A roster last night. A lot easier to read, too, the older I get. But, you know, it's going to come down to game shape here again. I wasn't surprised to see some of these younger kids that maybe thought that they weren't going to get in. They might have to get in, and they might have to contribute.
Been a little bit longer of a break there in between quarters than what we normally do. It's usually a 60-second timeout and stop a play, but I think they went about 2 minutes here for a water break here because of this heat. Again, it's balmy out there. 87 degrees at kickoff. Heat index at 92. A southeast wind at 12 miles an hour. To the second quarter we go. 2nd and 6 for the Wisner-Pilger Gators from the Lutheran High Northeast 37-yard line, right to left on your radio. Cooper Von Segern, quarterback draws. Von Segern still on his feet inside the 30, brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 11 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Really simple there, just a quarterback draw, like you said, Joe. And Lutheran High, they had him in the backfield, but it's coming down. They're missing a lot of tackles out there, too. That's something you've got to be a little bit more sure-handed. About 2 or 3 missed tackles, that would have been a 1 or 2 yard gain, but instead, Wisner-Pilger, again, able to advance the chains, move closer to that red zone.
Ball rests in the middle of the field. The Gators from the Eagle 26-yard line. Aiden Wienert on that tackle for Lutheran High Northeast. Von Segern from the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, a receiver to the left. Eagles to rush 3, Von Segern. And he's going to hitch route on that pass to Correll Colmoose, who caught the touchdown earlier in the game. Colmoose shoved out of bounds at the 16-yard line, a gain of 10. Give him I'm going to say stepped out right in front of the sticks. It could be awfully close to a 1st down. They might have a measurement here, but Wisner-Pilger is moving the ball.
Moving the ball really well. And again, I always like to look at the guys that never get the credit for the play. But Kenny Baker out there at wide receiver did a nice job of locking up. And putting a nice block out there that allowed that receiver to get upfield. So Kenny Baker doing a good job on the outside.
Gain of 9 on the pass play from Von Sagern to Colmus, so just shy of a first down, second down and inches. Coming up here for the Gators, 10:54 to play here, opening half. Philip Kirby with the second tackle of the game for Lutheran High. 3 receivers left side of the formation, a receiver to the right. Cooper Von Sagern will operate under center. The Eagles will rush 4. Von Sagern, quarterback sneak, and he's going to have the necessary yardage for a first down inside the 15 to the 14, a pickup of 2, and a new set of down for the Gators. Once again, down on the field where Jay Kenobi standing by.
Well, what a difference 12 months makes for some people. Jaden Raby, a 180-pound freshman. This time last year, guys, was the starting junior high quarterback for Wisner-Pilger, and here he is 12 months later starting at right tackle.
Starting quarterback to right tackle? Did I hear that right?
Quarterback, yes,
wow.
Quarterback.
All right, thanks, JJ. Sideline reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank, the official bank of Husker Nation. Seth Knapp with his 4th tackle of the game. The Gators moving the football 1st and 10 from the Eagle 14-yard line. Cooper Von Sagern from the shotgun. Eagles showing blitz. Von Sagern takes the snap, blows right past the Lutheran High Northeast defense inside the 5, and he gets to the 2-yard line to pick up a 12 on the play and a first down for Wisner-Pilger.
Well, right now, Lutheran High, it's pretty obvious they better start accounting for this quarterback because Von Sagern's killing him right now with his legs. That time it was just a fake counter play. Lutheran High had good penetration, but a lot of times you don't keep your head up, that quarterback goes right by.
Cooper Von Sagern, 8 carries, 53 yards. Hurry up offense. Von Sagern, they fumbled it. No, flags flying in everywhere. It's most likely going to be a false start here against Wisner-Pilger. 9:58 to play second quarter. The Eagles and Gators tied at 8.
And that's the last 2 times that Wisner-Pilger has lined up under center on short yardage and tried to run a quarterback sneak. Cooper Sagern, he bobbled the snap out here the last time, was able to corral it and pick up that first down. So as a coach, you got to tell your quarterback, hey, son, you got to get that ball first before you start moving your feet.
Wisner-Pilger with their 3rd penalty of the game, 25 yards, and the false start moves them back to the 7. So 1st and goal from the 7, 9:51 and ticking here opening quarter. Cooper Von Sagern, again, a 12-yard touchdown pass to Corell Colmus. Their lone score. Lutheran High Northeast scored Aiden Weeder in a 1-yard touchdown run. Both teams have converted their 2-point conversions, obviously. Cooper Von Sagern from the shotgun. 3 receivers right side of the formation. Von Sagern back to pass, flushed out of the pocket, and he is sacked. Andy Zassine combines with Seth Knapp on the sack. Von Sagern down at his 17-yard line, a loss of 10.
And that's what you call an opportunistic blitz by Lutheran High. They took advantage there of that bobbled snap, which got Wisner-Pilger right off that goal line, and they thought, you know what, shove him back just a little bit, roll the dice, take a chance, blitz some people, and got a good quarterback sack.
Score to pass along for you. 6 minutes to play second quarter in Wahoo. Norfolk Catholic 14, Wahoo 0. Here we go. Second down, a goal from the 17 for the Gators. Cooper Von Sagern from the shotgun. Back to pass, has some time. Rolling towards his right, throws near the end zone. It is incomplete. Philip Kirby nearly intercepted it. It was intended for Corell Colmus, and Kirby, I believe, was a man who jumped the route and probably should have had the pick.
He should have had the pick. Cooper Von Sagern, the quarterback from Wisner-Pilger, did a good job again of rolling out of the pocket to his right, but you've got to throw that ball and snap it off. He hung it in the air too much, and Kirby was able to make a nice break on the ball. And you're right, Joe, probably should have had that interception.
3rd and goal for the Gators from the Lutheran High Northeast 17-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Cooper Von Sagern from the shotgun. The Eagles to rush 3. Von Sagern back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket, and he is sacked again. Reed Schaefer was a man who finished him off. Someone tripped up Von Sagern. We'll get to the bottom of that, but it was Schaefer that landed on Von Sagern back at the 23-yard line. So a great job by the Lutheran High Northeast defense. Bend but don't break. The Gators with the football at the 23. From here, be a 40-yard field goal. We'll see if Coach Brent Bauer has enough faith in his kickers, Mason Raby or Lucas Troyer.
I don't think that's going to happen, judging from the kickoffs we've seen tonight. I don't know if anybody's got a field goal kicker out there, but nope, looks like they're going to go for it. But isn't it amazing how those little things like a bobbled snap at the goal line make all the difference in the world?
Cooper Von Sagern from the shotgun. Expect a Hail Mary towards the goal line. Von Sagern back to pass, looking, steps up in the pocket, throws incomplete. And it was incomplete at the 11-yard line. It was more of a laser pass thrown to thrown to a backup receiver, which was Hunter Waterman. I guess I don't really understand the thought process on that. If you've got it 4th down and goal from the 22, you might as well just lob it up to the end zone, right?
Get it to the end zone, or, get your field goal kicker out there and at least let him get it. They're going to get the ball at the 20 anyway. It's going to be a net gain. But, no, like I said, it's the little things that count so much. To be down on that goal line and make a mistake and get a penalty, Lutheran High did a good job to shove them back.
The Eagles with the football, 1st and 10 from their 23-yard line. It is pitched to, or snapped to Hunter Spear. Spear finds a hole. 30-yard line, dances to the 35, still on his feet all the way to the 40. Hunter Spear with a 17-yard run on 1st down. Send it back down on the field where Jay Kenobi standing by.
Well, that was a great individual play there by Hunter Spear. It was a toss sweep to the right. He cut it back left about 3 different times where he planted his outside right foot, cut it back to the left, and Wisner-Pilger over pursued. Right. Nice job by Hunter Spear.
Thanks, Jay. Jay Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank, the official bank of Husker Nation. Nathan Hatterman on the tackle for the Gators, his 3rd stop of the game. The referees stop play here once again. Do we have a flag? No, we have a timeout, Wisner-Pilger. 7:35 to play, 2nd quarter. Lutheran High Northeast and Wisner-Pilger tied at 8 on the Pizza Hut scoreboard. Back in a moment.
Stop into Midwest Meats and Fish in the Hub in Norfolk. Tell Dan what you're looking for, and he'll help you find the best meat, seafood, and specialty items in the area, including steaks, ribs, brats, crab legs, and more. Be ready for company or to feed the family with quality meat and seafood dishes. Midwest Meats and Fish in the Hub, Norfolk.
Call Western Office Technologies and upgrade your old copier and printer to a new Sharp multifunction system. Sharp multifunction copiers feature low-cost operation and award-winning dependability. You can't go wrong with Sharp equipment from Western Office Technologies in Norfolk, Yankton, and O'Neill.
Welcome back, everybody, to Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field. Joe Jaden, state champion coach Andy White, sideline reporter Jay Kenobi, statistician Christine Bromer. Our producer-engineer is Matt Humphrey. Simulcast tonight, video streaming at norfolkdailynews.com. And that is courtesy of internet streaming connection provided by Telebeep Wireless of Norfolk. Good game here, tied at 8, 7:35 to go, 2nd quarter. Timeout concludes. Lutheran High Northeast with the football, 1st and 10 from their 40, Andy.
I like the timeout by Coach Bauer there. He can kind of feel this young, inexperienced team. Things are getting away from him, so he called the timeout just to settle them down.
Aiden Wiedern at quarterback. It is snapped instead to Andy Zassine. Did I read that right? Yeah, no, that is Hunter Spear, and Hunter's in the secondary, 30, 25, 20. Down the sideline, 10-5, touchdown. Hunter Spear, a 60-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have a 14-8 lead with 7:23 to play, 2nd quarter.
And a lot of times, Joe, you can see this when you have a very successful program that's been built up. They expect good things to happen, and Wisner-Pilger, when they were down on the goal line in short yardage, it seems like bad things happen when you're not used to winning. Lutheran High comes out, takes the most of that opportunity of getting them out away from the end zone. They jump on them here. It's going to be really important for Wisner-Pilger here to respond.
With 7:23 to go in the 2nd quarter, Hunter Spear, a 60-yard touchdown run. The Eagles lead it 14-8. And we'll see if Lutheran High goes for 2. They're going to go for 2 again. They throw across the middle. It's incomplete. Aiden Wiedern's pass was intended for Philip Kirby. It is incomplete. And it is 14-8. Lutheran High Northeast with the lead on the Pizza Hut scoreboard. 7:23 to play in the 2nd quarter. Back in a moment.
Pizza Hut has everyone's favorites. Pizza, pasta, wings, and more. You'll find something everyone will love at Pizza Hut. If it's burning hot wings or a stuffed crust supreme pizza. The perfect stop before or after the game. Pizza Hut. Now you're eating.
For complete automotive maintenance and repair, trust your vehicles to Ritter Repair of Norfolk. They're experienced in both gas and diesel engine repair and use AC Delco parts. Call the guys who care at Ritter Repair, 600 Sherwood Road in Norfolk.
Coming up tomorrow morning, Sports Talk on 106 Kicks and 106kicks.com from 9 to 10 a.m. live from Hy-Vee West. This week I'll talk with Tom Olson, Jeff Beller, Darren Sucksdorf, Travis Fisher, Amanda Schultze, and we'll review my day at Husker Media Day from earlier this week. You'll hear from Nebraska football coach Mike Riley, volleyball coach John Cook, and others. 14-8. Lutheran High Northeast with a 6-point lead, 7:23 to play in the 2nd quarter. Moments ago, Andy White, a 60-yard touchdown run by Hunter Spear.
Great job by Lutheran High. Again, they're not going to do anything fancy. They're going to stick to what they know, and what they know is to run the football. And that time, they just absolutely put the ball in their best athlete's hands. That's Hunter Spear. Broke a few tackles, never quit, went right up the middle for the touchdown. Now, on the other side of the coin, this Wisner-Pilger football team, it's important for them to focus on the little things. Ball security, getting each and every block and try and get back into this football game, or I've seen it a lot of different times with this Lutheran High football team. They'll just steamroll you.
Hunter Spear to kick it away for the Eagles. And kick downfield. It is going to go out of bounds, illegal procedure. So a break for Wisner-Pilger. Back down on the field, Jay Kenobi.
Well, that last series for Lutheran High, you could really see the power of Lutheran High's offensive line, especially, Coach talked early in the game about Josh Slody. He's the strongest offensive lineman. He gave a lot of credit to John Freudenberg. He switched from tight end this year to take one for the team and start at strong guard. But you can really see this offensive line gelling and using their physicality that last series.
All right, thanks, Jay. Jay Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank. 2 locations in Norfolk to serve you. So the Wisner-Pilger Gators with a football 1st and 10 from their 35 after the illegal procedure. The receiver split out to the far side of the field, 3 to the near side. The Gators right to left on your radio. 14-8, the Eagles with the lead. Cooper Von Segern from the shotgun. Von Segern takes a snap, and this is a handoff to Mason Raby. Raby ran for 201 yards last week. He's brought down the backfield. He's going to lose a yard on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 11.
That's an outside trap out of that shotgun formation where they pull their play side guard, try and get to the outside there. But Lutheran High's linebackers pursue so well, and they flow from inside out like they're supposed to. Then when they get to the point of attack, they wrap up and make a sure tackle.
Raby, 6 carries, 15 yards here in the early going. Ryan Brand on the stop for Lutheran High Northeast. 2nd down and 11 for the white and green from their 34. Ball on the near hash mark. 3 receivers right side of the formation. A receiver to the left. Cooper Von Segern from the shotgun. The Eagles will rush 4. Von Segern takes the snap, fakes the handoff. A flag flies in. Hitch route. It is caught on the far side of the field. The receiver reaches the 36-yard line. We'll try to determine who's at the bottom of that pile. It might be Hunter Waterman, and the penalty might negate the whole play regardless.
Yeah, and that was a dangerous pass, too, by Von Segern there. He just took that ball. He was locked on, knew where he was going to go before he even looked up to see if his wide receiver was open. That's twice now. If the Lutheran High Northeast Eagle defenders are on their game just a little bit more astute, they can get there just that half second quicker, and that would have been 6 points going the other way for the Eagles.
False start against Wisner-Pilger, and they're going to back up the Gators here. 6:33 to play, so that play did not occur. This game brought to you in part by Burger King. Check out the new King Deals value menu starting at just $1. Have it your way. Burger King, South 13th or Benjamin Avenue. On Benjamin Avenue, I beg your pardon. This game also brought to you in part by Cornhusker Auto Center, your local Dodge, Jeep, Nissan, Chrysler, and Ram dealer with 3 locations in Norfolk. When we buy locally, we all win. 2nd down and 16 for the Gators from their 29. Von Segern back to pass. Screen is set up. It's Mason Raby with a catch, and Raby is going to be hamstrung at about the 38-yard line. A gain of 8. Von Segern had the entire Lutheran High Northeast team running at him, and it looked like the play was set up to work, but the Eagles secondary did a good job to slow down Raby. It's going to be a pickup of 7 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a manageable 6.
Yeah, nice job by the linebacking core of Lutheran High Northeast to stay home. That looked too easy, and oftentimes when something looks too easy, it usually is, and that time the Wisner-Pilger offensive line simply baited the defensive line from Lutheran High to come in. Von Segern hung in there, threw a good ball, but the linebacking core was able to wrap that up and stop it before they got a 1st down.
Andy Zacine and John Friedenberg combine on the stop. 3rd down and 7 for the Gators from their 39-yard line. Cooper Von Segern back to pass. Has some time. Flushed out of the pocket, rolling right, throws across middle, has a receiver wide open. That's Gunnar LeBenz. And LeBenz into Eagle territory to the 47-yard line. A gain of 14 on the play and a 1st down.
Now this is a great job here by Wisner-Pilger. Again, things looked like they were going really bad for them. Again, I was looking for them to make sure that they just stayed within themselves, believe in themselves, and continue to try and get momentum back from Lutheran High. Those penalties help really your opponent stymie you. Wisner-Pilger right now has done a good job to pick up this 1st down, keep the ball in their hands, and try and get down to get another 6 points on the board.
5:13 to play 2nd quarter. 14-8 Lutheran High Northeast with the lead, but the Gators on the march. 1st and 10 for the Eagle 47-yard line. Lutheran High Northeast showing blitz. Cooper Von Segern from the shotgun takes the snap, fakes the handoff on the jet sweep, keeps it himself. He gets 2 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up second down and 8. The Eagles rank 6th in the Lincoln Journal-Star and 8th in the Omaha World Herald in Class C2. Wisner-Pilger's unranked. The Eagles routed Ponca 43-14 at home last Thursday night. Wisner-Pilger whipped Kama Herman at home last Friday 31-6.
I like that play call by Wisner-Pilger. They think they've really found something there with that quarterback right up the middle. Lutheran High's done a very good job. Their defensive front three are doing a better job of shoring that line up. Also, the outside ends there are doing a good job for Lutheran High to keep contained.
John Freidenberg on his 5th tackle for Lutheran High Northeast, 2nd and 8 for the Gators from the Eagle 45. Cooper Von Segern from the shotgun, 3 receivers left side of the formation. He's back to pass, throws a little bit too tall, intended for Hunter Waterman, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Jay Kenobi, back down on the field to you.
Well, it really looks from down here like a matter of size versus speed. Offensive linemen for Wisner-Pilger have more weight, but it sure seems like Lutheran High has more speed, and they're shedding blocks really well, getting in the backfield in a hurry, causing a lot of havoc and being destructive back there because their speed has really taken over Wisner-Pilger's size advantage that they had at the beginning of the game when I think they leaned on them a little bit more.
All right, thanks, Jay. Jay Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank. 2 locations in Norfolk to serve you. Big 3rd and 8 here for the Gators from the Eagle 45-yard line. 4:16 to play second quarter. Again, 14-8, the Eagles with the lead. Cooper Von Segern from the shotgun. Bad snap, picks it up. Has times, throws deep down the field. Has a receiver in the clear, and it's incomplete. It was intended for Hunter Waterman, who had a step on cornerback Hunter Spear, but Von Segern a little bit too long on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down and 8. I imagine the Gators are going to punt.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to punt here, but I'll tell you what. To go one-on-one with Hunter Spear and beat him in a foot race, you got to be pretty quick there, too. Von Segern did a nice job of stepping up into that pocket, taking a hit, and he only overthrew him by about a yard or 2. That was a pretty nice ball. He's demonstrating he's got pretty good arm strength.
Cooper Von Segern also operates as the punter. Could be a fake. Von Segern awaits a snap from punt formation. He will boot it away. End over end kick. And it's past the Lutheran High Northeast return team, and the football is going to die at the 6-yard line. So great punt by Von Segern. It's a 41-yard punt, no return. The Eagles are going to start deep in their own territory. 3:58 to play here, second quarter, 14-8 Lutheran High Northeast.
I tell you, that was a heck of a punt here now. Lutheran High, you know what they're going to do. Their hurry-up offense is probably going to be, maybe they'll pitch it to the outside, but most likely they're going to come straight ahead at you. They'll also run some short passing routes. If you give them a chance, you better take care of that middle of the field. We've seen a receiver streak right up the middle here. But the most important thing for Wisner-Pilger here is you've got to wrap up. You've got to wrap up.
Aiden Wiedern is a quarterback, but again, Wildcat formation. The ball could be snapped to Hunter Spear as well, who's back there. That is Hunter. Hunter right side of his offensive line, and he got to the 10-yard line to pick up a 4. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
And I think Jay was exactly right when he said that Lutheran High speed is starting to take over a little bit. They have a decided advantage there, and if they can get one-on-one with their man, they're difficult to bring down in the open field.
Hunter Spear, 6 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown in this game. He has a 60-yard touchdown run. 2nd down and 6 from the 10 on that tackle. Cooper Von Segern, his 3rd stop of the game. Football is snapped to Wiedern, and this is going to be handoff to Kirby on a reverse, and Kirby brought down in the backfield. He's nailed at the 4-yard line. That's a loss of 6 on the play. Wisner-Pilger blew that play up. Correll Colmus, big play.
Yeah, that's that double reverse where they hand off to the first man on the left. He hands it back to the man coming back to the right-hand side, or vice versa. And that's twice that Lutheran High's tried to run that, and that's twice Wisner-Pilger's absolutely stuffed it.
3rd down and 12 here for the Eagles. The line of scrimmage is their own 4. If I'm the Eagles, I'd be conservative on this play. I don't get anything too risky. Aiden Wiedern from the shotgun. Referees stop play, and a timeout has been awarded to Wisner-Pilger. We'll take the break with it. 2:48 to play second quarter. The Pizza Hut scoreboard reads Lutheran High Northeast 14, Wisner-Pilger 8. Back in a moment.
For all your lawn care needs, give Lawnco Lawn and Tree Care a call. Their dependable professional service will give you the results you want to see. Give Lawnco a call at 379-0506 or outside Norfolk 800-346-0506.
More than 800 independent retailers in the Affiliated Foods Midwest Cooperative deliver high-quality foods at affordable prices. Find all national brands plus their own brands, including Surefine and IGA products at your local Affiliated Foods Midwest retailer.
Coming up tonight and Saturday morning, we'll have all the scores from all the other games across northeast Nebraska with scoreboards tonight from 10 till midnight, tomorrow morning from 6 to 9 a.m. on our family of stations, brought to you by Faith Regional Health Services, Wayne State College, Family Health and Sports Medicine, Peterson Ag Systems, and Farm Bureau agent Joe Harrion. Welcome back, everybody, to Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field, 14-8, Lutheran High Northeast with the lead, 2:48 to play in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, Jay Kenobi will get a word with Eagle coach Darren Sucksdorf. Right before the third quarter, he'll catch up with Brent Bauer. A conversation with Lutheran High Northeast volleyball coach Kathy Gebhardt on the way as well. Third down and 12 for the Eagles. So in their line of scrimmage is their own 4, ball in the middle of the field. And the football is snapped to Aiden Wiedern. Wiedern rolling towards his right in the end zone, gets out of the end zone, throws near the sideline, completes the pass to Ryan Brand at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 on the play, but shy of a first down. The Eagles will be forced to punt with 2:42 to play in the half.
Yeah, shy of a first down. The other thing that it did is it stopped the clock. So if you're Wisner-Pilger, you're going to get another, save a timeout here if you're going to try to do something. Dangerous situation here for Lutheran High. You need to get a good snap back to that punt, and you need to get it away, and then you need to get down there and cover this punt.
You won a state championship as a head coach. In this situation, if you're Wisner-Pilger, do you go for the punt block or do you go for the punt return?
I would go for the punt return.
Ryan Brand to punt it away from his own goal line. Ball goes through his wickets, picks it up near the goal line, got it away. Straight up in the air. It's going to die at about the 35, takes an Eagle roll. It continues to roll to the 44-yard line. Ryan Brand was blessed from above on that play. It was nearly blocked. He got a roll out of it, and Wisner-Pilger has the football at the Eagle 44-yard line.
Yeah, and it looked like Wisner-Pilger did what I thought they were going to do is set up a punt return, not take any chances on getting a penalty. Well, maybe if they had been trying to get after that punt, they'd have got in there a little bit quicker.
So 2.5 to play second quarter. Wisner-Pilger with a football from the Lutheran High Northeast 44-yard line. They trail the Eagles 14-8. Cooper Von Sager and a touchdown pass to Carell Colmoose to 12 yards earlier in the game. A 1-yard touchdown run by Aiden Wiedern and a 60-yard touchdown run by Hunter Spear is the scoring. Cooper Von Sager from the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, a receiver to the right. Low snap, Von Sager tanks it up off the ground and dances to the 40-yard line. Nice run by Von Sager to pick up a 4 to bring up second down and 6.
You can see both of these teams, their tanks are definitely heading towards the south part of it. They're both a little bit slower than they were at the start of this game. Von Sager's carried the ball quite a bit for Wisner-Pilger here.
Officials time out here for just a moment. Score to pass along for you halftime in Wahoo. Norfolk Catholic leading the Wahoo Warriors 14-3. Jay Kenobi, back down on the field to you.
Well, they're taking their time here, and honest to goodness, I don't know if I can say this on the radio, but we've got some kids vomiting on the field. That is what happened there. Yeah, I mean, these kids are dehydrated, as you guys alluded to. That last time, that young man just stopped and did that on the middle of the field.
We'll have you examine that down the field at halftime there, Jay. We want to know what that actually is down there. I'm joking. Second down and 6 from the 40. Von Sager to throw, and pass complete on the hitch route. Carell Colmoose. Colmoose inside the 35 to the 32. It's a pickup of 8 yards on the play and a first down for the Gators.
Going to point out his name again. Kenny Baker out there for Wisner-Pilger's doing a great job of locking up on the defensive back out there that's allowing that play to work. Second time that Wisner-Pilger's run that same spot route out to the outside. Baker's the one that's making that play work as he's locking up, stock blocking his defensive back, and it's good for a first down.
Hunter Spears, 4th tackle of the game for the Eagles. First down and 10 for Wisner-Pilger from the Lutheran High Northeast 32-yard line. Approaching a minute and a half to play second quarter, 14-8 Eagles. Ball snapped to Von Sager. Handoff going left side. Kobe Porter, the fullback, turns a corner at the 30, and a collision, and Porter's out of bounds at the 27. Pick up a 5 on the play. It'll bring up second down and 5.
Boy, and John Freidenberg, he is so close. He's coming from that backside linebacker pursuit, and he was right there on that running back in the backfield. He is just about a fingernail away from making a play in the backfield.
So second down and 5, forthcoming for Wisner-Pilger. Line of scrimmage is the Eagle 27-yard line. Minute 23 to play in the first half. It's been a good football game. Both teams 1-0 on the season. Again, Wisner-Pilger, their first opening win of the season last week for the first time since 2005. 3 receivers right side of the formation. Cooper Von Sager from the shotgun, a receiver to the left. The Eagles will rush 4. Snap to Von Sager. Pump fake on the hitch route. Throws across the middle. Is right through the hands of Gunnar Lebenz. I think Lebenz knew that there was a safety coming at him.
Yeah, he definitely had the arms pulled back on him. I like what Wisner-Pilger's doing, though. they're running trips or 3 wide receivers out to that right-hand side. Lutheran High is running a zone with 1 safety over top to help. That time, both of the up men came up, the defensive backs, to take care of those receivers up front for that spot pass. It was the right call where they tried to sneak a receiver in behind, but like you said, Joe, I think he heard footsteps and just pulled those Tyrannosaurus Rex arms right back.
3 receivers left side of the formation. A receiver to the right, Cooper Von Segern, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, tries the right side of his offensive line. He's bottled up at the line of scrimmage. No gain. It's going to bring up 4th down and 5. All right, Andy, puts you back in your coaching shoes again. You got about a minute to play in the half. It's 4th down and 4. You're down 14-8 if you're Brent Bauer. Do you go for it here on 4th and 4, knowing if you don't get it, Lutheran High Northeast will have some time themselves? Do you try a long field goal? What do you do here?
Judging from what I've seen from the kicking, I feel a lot more confident trying to get the 4 yards out there. I'm going to go for it in this situation. Besides that, I never really had a kicker that I had much faith in. Well, I take that back. Nick Puppy. I had a lot of faith in Nick Puppy.
40 seconds to play. Nick's screaming at the radio right now. Handoff. And this is going to be Von Segern faking the handoff. Throws and has a receiver. It is caught. And fumbling it out of bounds was Gage Reekin, the tight end. Now, did he have control of it? I believe they're going to say it's a complete pass. Reekin out of bounds at the 20-yard line to pick up a 7 and a first down, 32 seconds to play.
Yeah, I think Cole was a little bit confused there. He looked like he took 2 steps and then thought, well, I got to dribble this thing now, right? And just bounced it right on the ground. Lucky for him, it just shot straight out of bounds, though, in front of the first down marker. So things are, the ball's bouncing Wisner-Pilger's way right now.
32 seconds to play in the half. 1st and 10 for the Gators. From the Eagle 19-yard line, they are in the red zone. 14-8, Lutheran High Northeast with the lead. Cooper Von Segern from the shotgun. 3 receivers left side of the formation. A receiver to the right, Von Segern back to pass, looking, throws, and it is incomplete. It was intended for Corel Colmoose.
I tell you, they're running these 3 wide receivers over on the wide side of the field again to challenge this Lutheran High defense. Lutheran High, again, they're playing a zone, so you've got 1 defensive back, in essence, having to cover 2 guys with the safety over the top. A nice play to run on that is you can run a streak and you can get a running back out into that flat and beat the linebacker to the outside. You'll have a nice game.
2nd down and 10 for the Gators from the Eagle 19-yard line. 27 seconds to play in the first half. Cooper Von Segern from the shotgun, back to pass, looking, throws near the sidelines, intercepted. Picked off Ryan Brand with the pick at the 11. No, it is Hunter Spear with the interception at the 11-yard line. And Lutheran High Northeast thwarts Wisner-Pilger's drive.
Absolutely a great play there by Hunter Spear, and just exactly what Lutheran High needed to stop that drive. Hunter did a great job of breaking that split second, like I talked there a couple different times earlier in the game where Lutheran High was just a half a step slow. That time Hunter Spear was right there, broke on the ball, made a great play. Tough catch. That was huge for Lutheran High.
22 seconds to play in the half. 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their 17-yard line. And jet sweep right side. Hunter Spear turns a corner, 20, 25, 30. And he is shoved out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 23 yards on the play and a first down, 14 seconds to go in the half.
And now we got a flag that's thrown out there, too. It looks like somebody might have been talking again, running their mouth, but it'd be interesting to see what this is.
Hunter Spear, 7 carries, 110 yards and a touchdown. And we have Hunter Spears winded. He is crouched down here. Referees getting together to discuss what they saw. The flag is at the 30-yard line. Again, 14 seconds remain in the first half. Jay Kenobi, down on the field to you.
Well, I'm not sure what this call is going to be. It's obviously at the 30-yard line, but the referees are discussing. It was the back judge, and it was after the play. It was kind of trailing the play about 7 or 8 yards. So I believe it's going to be against Lutheran High, though, starting at about the 30 because they're starting to back up.
Okay, we haven't had the official signal from the referee. It is going to be against Lutheran High, as Jay just said, and it's going to be a personal foul against the Eagles. And they're going to march the football back in the neighborhood of the 19-yard line. If I'm Darren Suckstorf, I think I just take a knee here.
Yeah, but I can remember saying that last year, too, saying this type of an offense isn't set up to do this. But you know what? Coach Suckstorf, give him a little bit of credit now. If you don't keep your guard up, he'll hurt you. And I've seen him throw the ball when you think that there's no chance he's going to do it, and he'll break something out every once in a while that'll shock you.
They wind the clock with 13 seconds to play. The Eagles now in formation with 8 seconds. Snap the football This is Hunter Spear. Spear is brought down at the 22. It's a gain of 3, and that is the last play of the first half. Lutheran High Northeast leading Wisner-Pilger 14-8.
Yeah, and that wasn't the play that was going to shock us. You're right, Joe. But, hey, we've got a very competitive first half here with Wisner-Pilger hanging right in there.
All right now down on the field, Jay Kenobi standing by with Eagle coach Darren Suxdorf. Jay?
Coach Suxdorf, 2 big series defensively. Obviously, this last one and then the earlier one where they had a 1st and goal from the 2. You got to be proud of the defense.
Yeah, I thought we adjusted very well. This is something they haven't shown a lot on film. They've been showing a lot of pro stuff in the last game, so we're adjusting as we go here during the games going on. I thought our coaches are doing a good job of getting them in the right situation.
Is fatigue going to play as big of a role as it appears to the fans tonight? It seems we've got a lot of players really dehydrated, starting to cramp up. How do you feel your team is in position for that?
Well, I hope we're ready. We addressed it this week. We did a great job, I thought, in conditioning Monday and Tuesday, and they're doing a great job nutritional-wise being hydrated. So hopefully we can win the nutrition battle the second half.
Offensively, last question. Offensive line seemed to take over the second quarter for you.
Yeah, and we're just a penalty or a missed assignment that's shooting some drives down. Otherwise, I'm pleased, but we got to fix those missed assignments.
All right, thanks, Coach. Best of luck.
Yep, thanks.
That is Jay Kenobi down on the field with Lutheran High Northeast. Coach Darren Suxdorf. Jay's sideline reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank with 2 locations in Norfolk to serve you. Jay will get a word with Wisner-Pilger coach Brent Bauer before the third quarter. We are at halftime. Lutheran High Northeast leading Wisner-Pilger on the Pizza Hut scoreboard 14-8. When we come back, a conversation with Lutheran High Northeast volleyball coach Kathy Gebhardt. Back in a moment.
For all your lawn care needs, give Lawnco Lawn and Tree Care a call. Their dependable professional service will give you the results you want to see. Give Lawnco a call at 379-0506 or outside Norfolk 800-346-0506.
More than 800 independent retailers in the Affiliated Foods Midwest Cooperative deliver high-quality foods at affordable prices. Find all national brands plus their own brands, including Surefine and IGA products at your local Affiliated Foods Midwest retailer.
You're listening to High School Sports on Northeast Nebraska's True Country. 106 Kicks, KQKX, Norfolk.
Pizza Hut has everyone's favorites. Pizza, pasta, wings, and more. You'll find something everyone will love at Pizza Hut. If it's burning hot wings or a stuffed crust supreme pizza. The perfect stop before or after the game. Pizza Hut. Now you're eating.
For complete automotive maintenance and repair, trust your vehicles to Ritter Repair of Norfolk. They're experienced in both gas and diesel engine repair and use AC Delco parts. Call the guys who care at Ritter Repair, 600 Sherwood Road in Norfolk.
Checking accounts to ag loans, First National Bank's experienced team is ready to help you. They're proud to sponsor area student athletes and wish them success during the sports seasons. First National Bank with 2 locations in Norfolk, member FDIC.
For accurate and precise alignments with the latest state-of-the-art equipment, see Quality Transmission and Alignment. Highly skilled technicians providing the best transmission and alignment service. The name says it all. Quality Transmission and Alignment, 1000 Benjamin, Norfolk.
Rags to Riches, the Husker Place, featuring Northeast Nebraska's largest selection of Husker giftware and apparel. Also your Adidas sideline headquarters. If it says Huskers, it can be found at Rags to Riches at the Sunset Plaza, Norfolk.
Jerry Sinclair has been growing for over 40 years to better serve customers. From the Sinclair gas station, convenience store, and expanded Jerry Service Center on Michigan Avenue, they can handle all your automotive repairs, including exhaust, engine overhauls, and more.
Outfit yourself from top to bottom with Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour shoes and apparel from Stadium Sports. Stadium Sports can design and supply corporate, school, or personal apparel. Call Larry Wells at Stadium Sports in Norfolk at 1-800-286-3213.
Add beauty and curb appeal to your home or business with a Rainer Garage Door from Warren Garage Door. Rainer Garage Doors are dependable and stylish with a timeless look. Add a powerful garage door opener and you've got easy access with Rainer and Warren Garage Door on South 37th Street in Norfolk.
Ernst Toyota of Columbus invites you to their showroom on East Highway 30. Visit them today and see Ernst's quality selection of Toyota vehicles or browse anytime at ernsttoyota.com.
Wayne State College offers affordable undergraduate and graduate programs preparing you for a great career. In fact, 99% of last year's graduates are employed or in grad school right now. Choose Wayne State College, where it's always a great day to be a Wildcat. Visit WSC.edu.
Sports on 106 Kicks. We're currently at halftime between Lutheran High Northeast and Wisner-Pilger. And joining me now via phone line is Lutheran High Northeast volleyball coach Kathy Gebhardt. Coach, I appreciate a few moments of your time this evening.
You bet. Thanks for having me, Joe.
Well, you opened with 2 wins yesterday. You beat Bancroft-Rosalie in 2 sets, 25-21, 25-8. Gina Blackman, 6 kills. Sarah Meyer had 9 set assists, 7 digs for Samantha Wolf. And then you outlast Wayne in 3 sets, 25-18, 20-25, 25-22. Blackman, 11 kills. Sarah Meyer, 20 set assists. And Samantha Wolf, 24 digs, 2-0 to start the season. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Well, your overall thoughts on yesterday?
Yeah, it was a good start. The girls were definitely ready to start playing against someone else besides ourselves at practice. And, the first set against Bancroft, I thought, we were pretty slow and sluggish coming out. The second set, much more like we were capable of doing. And then we go in against Wayne, and first set, we jumped out to a really nice lead. We let them back in a little bit, but held them off pretty well at the end. So we finished strong that first set. The second set, their middle got some really good kills in against us, and we struggled with hitting errors. So we were able to pull that one off. And the third set, we were in it, kind of point for point, and then all of a sudden there in the middle, we got down. We were behind 15-19 when I used my second timeout, and we just told the girls, got to play 1 point at a time, stop looking at the scoreboard, just fight for this point, and then get the next one. And they really responded to that and went out and showed some real heart and determination getting that win in there in the third set.
So again, 2-0 to start the season, wins over Bancroft, Rosalie, and wins over Wayne. Obviously just 2 matches in the book. What were you liking, what were you not liking about what you saw yesterday?
I was very pleased with our serve receive. We were in system a very high percentage of the time. We passed the ball really well on serve receive. And defensively, we're very strong. We did a lot of good things with digs and passing there, too. We got caught off guard a couple times when they would try to shoot it over on the second one, so we're going to have to work on, just being ready all the time for anything coming over the net. And, we saw some strong hitting out of several of our hitters, some attacking things, but overall our hitting percentage wasn't quite where we needed it to be. We had some errors. Unforced errors on our part, hitting-wise, that we have to try to work bringing that number down.
Coach Gebhardt, obviously you've just had practice and then obviously 2 matches in the book. Last year, 16 and 19. What differences are you already noticing between last year's team and this year's team?
Yeah, just the experience. Most of these girls that we have out on the court were out there last year. So they're playing with more confidence. They have that experience under their belt, and they're doing some good things. Our seniors really stepping up and showing very strong leadership and coming through. When we're saying get the ball to this person, our setters are doing it, and that person is really living up to the billing, and they're taking care of business. So, that's exciting to see, and hopefully we just continue to move. And some of our younger players that are hitting in different spots, they just need to hit consistently and get rid of some of the errors.
Again, Lutheran High Northeast volleyball coach Kathy Gebhardt here with me at halftime of the Lutheran High Northeast Wisner-Pilger football game. The Lady Eagles 2-0 to start the season. You return to action tomorrow morning. North Bend Central at 8:30, Wisner-Pilger at 10:30, and then Guardian Angels at 12:30. Where are these matches being held at tomorrow?
We'll be in Wisner.
Back in Wisner again. All right. Have you heard anything through the grapevine about these 3 opponents tomorrow?
I don't know a lot about North Bend Central. They're not somebody we see in the summer and that type of thing. So I don't know a lot about our first opponent right off the bat. Obviously, Wisner is very strong. They returned a lot of their players from last year. We saw them. We didn't actually play them, but we saw them this summer, playing on the court next to us or whatever. And I know they're capable of doing some very good things. They're strong at middle and just overall a very solid team. And Guardian Angels, wow, we had to play them a couple times this summer, and they're full of seniors. They're full of athleticism, and they just do everything they need to do out there on the court. So they're going to be a very tough opponent tomorrow.
Obviously, you're concentrating on the task at hand, that being the 3 matches tomorrow against North Bend Central at 8:30, Wisner-Pilger at 10:30, and then West Point Guardian Angels Central Catholic at 12:30. Your upcoming week, you host Norfolk Catholic on Tuesday night. That'll be your home opener, and then a week from this weekend, you'll be involved in about that second day of that Wakefield tournament. How difficult is this upcoming week?
Well, yeah, Norfolk Catholic had a really good win last night, so we know they're going to be tough. On Tuesday, we get them on our home court, but that's going to be a very very good match. Going to Wakefield, we have to play in our pool Wakefield and Laurel Concord, and gosh, I'm not remembering the third one right now. And then there's some tough teams, Stanton and Pierce on the other side there as well. So yeah, we have strong competition throughout this coming week, but that's good. We want to be tested and we want to be pushed to get better.
All right, well, Coach Gebhardt, wish you the best of luck tomorrow in day 2 of the Northeast Nebraska Invitational. That's in Wisner. You played 8:30 in the morning, 3 matches total. Best of luck with your upcoming week. We'll talk to you down the road.
All right, thank you much, Joe.
That's Lutheran High Northeast volleyball coach Kathy Gebhardt with me at halftime of the Lutheran High Northeast Wisner-Pilger football game. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more after this.
Norfolk GM Auto Center. One low price. Plain and simple, always. Go to Norfolk GM Auto Center on the 275 bypass in Norfolk for your next vehicle purchase. New or certified pre-owned. They have it or can find it for you. Norfolk GM Auto Center. Remember, one low price. Plain and simple, always.
Cartridge World Norfolk caters to business customers. You'll save up to 30% off Superstore prices. They deliver for free to qualified customers and offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call 844-PHIL. That's 844-PHIL.
What's the best part about living at the Meadows? Making new friends and renewing acquaintances, knowing the staff, and having a support system. For independent or assisted living, make your choice the Meadows, 18th and Park in Norfolk.
Always a great selection to choose from. Great financing and salespeople ready to help you find the vehicle you need. Trust Borgman Auto Sales at 13th and Norfolk Avenue for quality pre-owned vehicles at fair prices. 379-4553. Borgman Auto Sales in Norfolk.
Teamwork is the foundation for success in sports and in the business world. Nucor Steel, Volcraft, Nucor Cold Finish, and Nucor Detailing Center are proud to support our youth, moving forward together to build a stronger tomorrow for all generations.
You need Telebeat Wireless high-speed internet if you want the best internet connection around, keeping you up to speed and in the game with the area's top-ranked wireless internet service. Proud sponsors of all area athletes. Telebeat Wireless high-speed internet. Call 371-BEAT.
You've got the look. Now get the performance. Let Ag and Industrial Engine Machine customize your street rod, racing engine, or high-performance engines. You'll get higher quality workmanship, competitive prices, Joe Gibbs Hot Rod Oil, and dynamometer testing. 1107 Monroe Avenue in Norfolk.
Dr. David Schroeder of Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is committed to dental wellness for patients of all ages. For dental implants, extractions, cosmetic veneers, crowns, bridges, orthodontics, and more. New patients and emergencies are always welcome at Family and Cosmetic Dentistry.
Scranton Flooring can help design your dream home or business with their large selection of carpet, luxury vinyl, wood, laminate, tiles, and backsplash, as well as cabinets, onyx showers, windows, and doors. Find quality products at competitive prices with friendly professional service. Scranton Flooring in Norfolk.
Drive up for your favorite brewed coffee, lattes, espresso blenders, fruit smoothies, or iced drinks featuring breakfast burritos and sandwiches at Scooter's Coffee. Open daily for your convenience. Scooter's Coffee, located next to Reynolds and Shell in Norfolk.
Here's the true forecast from the Weather Eye Weather Center. A slight chance of rain showers and thunderstorms tonight, otherwise partly cloudy skies with lows bottoming out in the low 70s. A chance of rain showers and thunderstorms for Saturday as well, with daytime highs topping out in the low 90s. A southerly wind of 15 to 20 that could gust to 30. From the Weather Eye Weather Center, powered by weatherology.com, I'm meteorologist Nikki Latola for 106 Kicks. Right now, it's 86.
Welcome back, everybody, to Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field. We are at halftime. Our Lutheran High Northeast leads Wisner-Pilger on the Pizza Hut scoreboard 14-8. You are listening to the Borgman Auto Sales halftime show. Need a new ride? Borgman Auto Sales has quality used vehicles at fair prices. Stop by 13th and Norfolk Avenue. Let's take a look here at the first half statistics for the visiting Wisner-Pilger Gators. They have 138 yards of total offense, 64 on the ground, 74 through the air. Cooper Von Segern, 13 carries, 43 yards. Kobe Porter, 2 carries, 6 yards. Mason Raby has 6 carries for 15 yards. Through the air, Cooper Von Segern is 7 of 15 for 74 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Gunnar LeBenz has a catch for 14 yards. Mason Raby, a reception for 7 yards. Correll Colmus, 3 catches, 29 yards, and a touchdown. Kobe Porter has 1 catch for 12 yards. Gage Rieken, 1 catch for 12 yards. For Lutheran High Northeast, they have 175 yards of total offense, 120 on the ground, 55 through the air. Hunter Spear, 8 carries, 113 yards and a touchdown. Aiden Wiedern, 4 carries, 12 yards and a touchdown. Philip Kirby, 2 carries for a -6. Through the air, Aiden Wiedern is 4 of 4 for 55 yards. Philip Kirby's caught 2 balls for 40 yards. Ryan Brandon's caught 2 passes for 15 yards, 175 yards of total offense for Lutheran High Northeast. Recapping the scoring, 7:58 to go, opening quarter. Cooper Von Sager and a 12-yard touchdown pass to Carell Colmoose. The 2-point conversion pass play, 2-point conversion run by Cooper Von Sager, and it's 8-0 Gators. 1:10 to go, first quarter. Aiden Wiedern, a 1-yard touchdown run, and then Wiedern completes a 2-point conversion pass play to Lee Grebe, and we are tied at 8 after the first quarter. Second quarter, 7:23 to play. Hunter Spear, a 60-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion pass play fails, 14-8. Here at the half. Defensive statistics for the Wisner-Pilger Gators. Nathan Hatterman, Gage Reichen, and Cooper Von Sagern all with 3 tackles. For Lutheran High Northeast, John Freidenberg has 6 tackles, 3 solo, 3 assists. Hunter Spear has 5 tackles, all solo, and 1 interception. Wisner-Pilger has 11 first downs compared to Lutheran High Northeast 4. Third down efficiency, the Gators 4 of 8, the Eagles 2 of 4. Wisner-Pilger 1 of 2 on fourth down, the Eagles 0 of 1. Penalty yards, Lutheran High Northeast 4 infractions for 40 yards. Wisner-Pilger 4 penalties for 30 yards. And Wisner-Pilger fumbled at one time, did not lose it. Time of possession, the Gators have had it 16 minutes, 28 seconds. Lutheran High Northeast has had it 7 minutes and 32 seconds. Right now we got Jay Kenobi standing by with Wisner-Pilger coach Brent Bauer. Jay?
Coach Bauer, let's talk offense first. You know, it seemed like you had some very good plays, some explosive plays, but you just didn't break it. You're a team that looks like you're just ready to have that one big confident play. How do you get that done here in the second half?
Well, I think you said it right. You know, we've left a lot of yards, I think, on the field, and we've had some drive-killing penalties and things like that. I think we just got to kind of get out of our own way on a couple of these drives. But like you said, yeah, we're close, but we just need to kind of finish and get that kind of that knockdown mentality that your offensive kind of needs. So hopefully we can spark that here early.
Fatigue looks like it's really setting in for you guys. You could have used maybe a longer halftime. How do you stop that vaunted, powerful Lutheran High kind of attack just right at you? How do you get your defensive linemen and linebackers to stop that? And obviously that's going to be important for you the second half.
Don't get tired. Don't get tired. I mean, they don't got any more guys than we do. You know, and we're Gators. We got what we got. We got the guys that are in uniform right now. We're going to be playing a lot of bodies in this second half, and our young guys are going to have to step up, and I think they will.
Yeah, did you address fatigue, or how do you overcome that as a coach?
That's a mental thing, I think, for us right now. You know, we're not going to go out and run 20 miles at halftime to try to get our conditioning back up. We're conditioned. Your fatigue in a game like this is kind of a mental thing. I think Lutheran High is tired too. I just don't think they showed it as much as we did in that second quarter. Like you said, a spark offensively, that kind of makes you not so tired pretty quickly. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Thanks for your time, Coach.
Thank you.
That is Jay Kenobi with Wisner-Pilger coach Brent Bauer. And Jay's Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank, 2 locations in Norfolk to serve you. We are at halftime. Again, 14-8, Lutheran High Northeast leading Wisner-Pilger. State champion coach Andy Whiteread joining me on my right. What are you liking? What are you not liking about Lutheran High Northeast right now?
I like Lutheran High's patience and confidence in their offense. I like that methodically they just keep coming at you, and I like the fact that, yes, Wisner-Pilger's made some mistakes, but it had a lot to do with Lutheran High stopping them from doing it too. So they've been up against their own goal line, and they've made some big plays when they've needed to. So again, talented football team, disciplined football team.
What's your thumbs up and thumbs down about Wisner-Pilger right now?
Well, that could have been one of the greatest answers I've ever heard at halftime. What do you do about fatigue? Don't get tired. It reminded me when I asked my father-in-law, how do you know when to spank your kids? He leaned down in front of my face and said, when you're right. And you know what? That he's absolutely right. It's a mental thing right now. They don't have any more players than we do. I love that mentality. I think that this is a football team that's really trying to turn the corner and believe in something. And they've got a coach that obviously believes in it. We're Gators. We're just not going to get tired. We're not going to go run. We're going to come play. We're going to expect something from our younger kids. Just a hard-nosed football team, pretty physical football team, and they get out of their own way type of mentality.
Jay Kenobi, what's the body language of the players right now as we get set for the third quarter?
Well, I think everybody's regrouped now. You know, they needed that halftime both ways, but, you know, when you look at Wisner, the thing that's kind of perplexing to me is the lack of Mason Raby. You know, you look at him, and he's one of the better athletes on the field. He's a strong kid. I've seen his quickness. We look at last week, he had 24 touches. Right now, he's got 6. And so you start to wonder, you know, is the game plan away from Mason Raby, or is the second half, are they going to bring a heavy dose of Mason Raby?
All right, thanks, Jay. Jay Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank, the official bank of Husker Nation. To kick the football away for Wisner-Pilger is Mason Raby. The boot is away and fielded at the 18-yard line by Hunter Spear. Spear across the 30 and brought down at about the 33. That's where Lutheran High Northeast will start this drive. Left to right on your radio. And the Eagles 1-0 on the season. They were 6-4 last year, falling in the opening round of the playoffs to Battle Creek on the road 31-10. The Gators finished 3-6. However, Wisner-Pilger winning their opener last Friday. First time they've won an opener since 2005.
Yeah, and Lutheran High right now, it's just imperative for them to come out here in the first drive of the second half, not make mistakes. If they can methodically just take the ball down the field, it could take the wind right out of Wisner-Pilger's sails.
Football is snapped to Hunter Spear. Spear trying to turn the corner right side. He's able to do so. He's at the 35, brought down at the 38-yard line, a gain of 8. It'll bring up 2nd and 2.
Boy, I tell you, Wisner-Pilger, that they're doing a good job of trying to get a linebacker to come from that backside. I didn't catch the number. It looked like number 14. I don't see it on their roster, but boy, he was digging hard all the way across that field, chasing Hunter Spear. Just not enough speed to catch up to him. Spear was able to make a nice gain when he turned the corner.
Gage Reichen's 4th tackle of the game for the Gators. 2nd down and 2 for Lutheran High Northeast from their 39-yard line. And the snap is through the wickets of Hunter Spear. It's a race to the football. It's loose. It's still loose. Scooped up by Wisner-Pilger. And they have the football at the 15-yard line. The Gators catch a break. It was scooped up by Jaden Raby, the defensive end, and Wisner-Pilger's in business.
Wow, I said that the one thing Lutheran High really could not have happen was to make a mistake like that. Now, this Wisner-Pilger team, you give them opportunities like this, a team that's starting to believe. I tell you what, the longer you let them hang around, the harder they're going to be to knock out here. This is exactly the break they needed. Now, Lutheran High has been in this position earlier in the game. They've stopped Wisner-Pilger a couple times. It's important for them not to hang their heads, pick each other back up, and get a big stop here.
1st and 10 for the Gators from the Lutheran High Northeast 14-yard line. Too many players on the field. That's going to back them up. So a penalty right away. Just to let you know, temperature 82 degrees right now. Feels like 86 degrees, a southeast wind at 9 miles an hour. So these players are still going to be laboring at this time. Score to pass along for you. 7 minutes to go. Third quarter, Norfolk Catholic all over Wahoo, 24-3.
Boy, and that's a big win. Wahoo, they stuck it to Ashland Greenwood last week, the preseason number 1 rated team. So Norfolk Catholic again appears to be for real.
All right, 1st down and 15 for Wisner-Pilger from the Lutheran High Northeast 19. 2 receivers to the right side of the formation. Cooper Von Segern lines up under center, I formation behind him. Von Segern takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Raby, rolling towards his right, and he is brought down. He is sacked at the 25-yard line. Lee Grebe, the inside linebacker, got him a loss of 6.
And I think Jay was exactly right. He hit the nail on the head when he said, you know, we haven't seen a lot of Mason Raby here in this game. And those play-action passes to Raby, they aren't going to do anything if you don't utilize him to make those play-action passes work. So Raby, as dynamic as he is and as quick as he is, you've got to find him a way to get him the ball. Either that's a toss sweep or maybe try and set him up on an outside screen, something, but you've got to involve him in your game plan.
You would wonder if Mason Raby is one of those players that is ill for Wisner-Pilger because of the heat. Jay mentioned earlier that there's players that were actually vomiting. So 2nd down, about, 20? The Gators need to reach the Lutheran High Northeast 4-yard line for a first down. The line of scrimmage is a 25, so 21 yards to go on this 2nd down play. Option left side. Von Segern's going to keep it, and he reaches the 21-yard line. A pickup of 4. Time now to look at our Faith Regional Health Services Sports Medicine Fantasy stats for the first half. In the lead is myself with Hunter Spears, 17 points. 2nd place, Chris Bromer with Aiden Weeder, 9 points. 3rd place, Andy White with Philip Kirby, 6 points. Jay Kenobi in last place. Mason Raby got him only 2 points.
No, he's bringing up the rear as usual, but that's okay. That was to be expected, right, Jay? Yes.
Cooper Von Segern, 41 rushing yards on 15 carries. 9:38 and ticking here in the third quarter, and it's 3rd down and 17 for the Gators. The line of scrimmage is the Eagle 21-yard line. Ball on the near hash mark, right to left move the Gators, and a hitch route. Oh, it's a double pass. Wisner-Pilger's going to get a touchdown of it. Did they? Yes, they did. Touchdown pass. Corell Colmoose finds Hunter Waterman in the end zone on a 21-yard touchdown pass play.
Holy smokes. And there again, that's where Wisner-Pilger's been setting up in a 3-receiver set to the wide side of the field. Lutheran High's been setting in that zone where one guy's got to cover 2 men. That time they threw that spot pass out there, locked everybody up. That receiver that's been doing such a good job out there all night long broke off his route. That was an excellent call, and that play has been being set up all night long. That was a great call by the Wisner-Pilger coaching staff.
Carell Colmoose, a 21-yard touchdown pass to Hunter Waterman, and it's now tied at 14, 9:20 to play. In the third quarter, Wisner-Pilger will go for 2, handoff Mason Raby, and the 2-point conversion run. He has got it. It's 16-14 Gators.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if Mason Raby's ill or sick, he didn't show it right there. He's got a lot of speed left. So, boy, I was just thinking to myself what it would have been nice to have a kicker in that situation. But, hey, we've got ourselves a ball game, Joe. This is what we thought. We thought Wisner-Pilger, wondering how they were going to react, doing a nice job thus far.
16-14 Gators, 9:20 to go, third quarter on the Pizza Hut scoreboard. Back in a moment.
From checking accounts to ag loans, First National Bank's experienced team is ready to help you. They're proud to sponsor area student athletes and wish them success during the sports seasons. First National Bank with 2 locations in Norfolk, member FDIC.
For accurate and precise alignments with the latest state-of-the-art equipment, see Quality Transmission and Alignment. Highly skilled technicians providing the best transmission and alignment service. The name says it all. Quality Transmission and Alignment, 1000 Benjamin, Norfolk.
Welcome back, everybody, to Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field. Joe Jaden, Andy White, Jay Kenobi, Chris Bromer, Matt Humphrey. Today's game streaming online at 106kicks.com. Hear the game wherever you might be in the world. The game is also video streaming at norfolkdailynews.com. Internet streaming connection provided by Telebeep Wireless of Norfolk. Simulcast here from the Century Lumber Center broadcast booth. 16-14, Wisner-Pilger with the lead. And a squib kick. It's going to roll out of bounds in a legal procedure. Lutheran High Northeast will have the football at their 35-yard line. Jay Kenobi, down on the field to you.
Well, Coach Sucksdorf was just talking to the officials. I believe that last touchdown kind of set the emotions a little bit high, and he's kind of not real happy at the officials on that one. I don't know what he exactly believes, but he likes that call as much as Tom Brady likes air compressors.
Thanks, JJ. Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank, 2 locations in Norfolk to serve you. So the Eagles have the football from their 35-yard line. They move left to right. 9:20 to play. Quarter number 3. Gators up to 16-14. And the football is snapped to Aiden Weeder, and the quarterback. Weeder fakes the handoff, tries the left side of his offensive line, reaches the 39-yard line, pick up a 4. It'll bring up 2nd and 6, Andy White.
I can only imagine that he thought that there were 2 forward passes thrown there. I didn't, if we get that replay like we're talking, we could have looked at that. I know it was close, but nonetheless, there's no sense in crying about it now. You're only down 2 points, and this is really manageable. There's a lot of game left to be played here, so this might be a spark to get your kids motivated, but Lutheran High, they got to pick it up here, stop making mental mistakes, and they'll be just fine.
Jaden Raby's second tackle of the game for the Gators. They're going to call it second down, 6 yards from the 38-yard line. Lutheran High Northeast with the football. Aiden Weeder, and instead the ball is snapped. Was a snap to the fullback. Flags flying in everywhere. It's going to be a false start most likely against the Eagles. That'll back them up. Penalty bugs hitting both teams.
Yeah, and again, I talked about how these mistakes, and especially to start out a first half, boy, it can really get your head down. And Wisner-Pilger, everything's going their way right now. Lutheran High trying to stay on schedule. I said getting that 3 to 4 or 5 yards, that's their comfort zone. If you're Lutheran High, that's where you want to be. Those are the plays that Coach Sucksdorf's comfortable making. But again, this offense, it can lull you to sleep. There are things that Coach Sucksdorf can call out of these play formations that if you're not paying attention, they'll hurt you deep too.
Lutheran High Northeast 5 penalties for 45 yards in the game. 2nd down and 12 from their 33-yard line. Football is snapped to Aiden Weeder, and this is an end around Philip Kirby. Kirby turns a corner. He's in the secondary. 50, 45, 40, down the sideline, 30-yard line, 25. He is brought down in the neighborhood of the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 47 yards. yards.
Great job by Philip Kirby there. He came from his right flanker position and ran a reverse around to the left-hand side. And boy, when he turned that corner and he hit that lane, you can see that Philip Kirby's got speed to burn. One man caught him or we'd have had a touchdown.
Hunter Waterman on the tackle, his third of the game, but the damage is done. A 47-yard run by Philip Kirby. Field position has just changed. Inside 8 minutes to go, third quarter. The Eagles in the Wisner-Pilger red zone from the 19-yard line. Football is snapped. Hunter Spear in the interior of the Gator defensive line, and Spear gets to the 10, a pick up a 9 on the play, awfully close to a first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And just like that, you can feel the momentum has just shifted. That big play, it's forgotten. I think Coach Sucksdorf used that to his advantage to motivate his kids right now. That offensive line from Lutheran High is really firing off the ball, and these backs from Lutheran High are finding an extra gear and running especially hard right now.
Got a Lutheran High Northeast player shaking up on the field. Jay Kenobi, down on the field to you.
It looks like Hunter Spear, it's his right leg, just a cramp, it looks like. The trainers are out there attending to it, and both coaches are getting everybody to the side, getting a breath here, because it is tough conditions tonight. You can kind of tell down here. It's just there's not a lot of useless motions. There's everybody's kind of just, when the play is over, they walk back to the huddle, and it's a tough night to be playing football out here, and you're going to see more than one cramp.
Jay Kenobi, what do you prefer? A night like this or an afternoon like we had in Creighton last November?
I will take this every time as a sideline guy, and I think as the players enjoy these kind of conditions because it does allow you to actually play the game. You know, when you get in those cold conditions, sometimes it limits the passing game. It sometimes makes the punts more difficult, the kicking game. So I think overall, I mean, players like this, but it is definitely a challenge to keep the fatigue out of the element of this game.
The day we speak of with Jay was a playoff game in Creighton in, I believe, early November. Below zero wind chill that day. It was warm for Andy and I in press box, I think, that day, though.
Yeah, we had nice conditions, but I agree with Jay. The thing I always hated, seemed like you get in those cold games like that, you're the freshman standing on the sidelines, your team blows somebody out, and coach is like, all right, White, get in there. It's like, no, I can't even feel my toes. I don't want to go in the game right now. I'll shatter if somebody hits me.
Second down and 1 here for Lutheran High Northeast as we're about ready to resume play. Second and 1 from the Wisner-Pilger 10-yard line. Hunter Spear walks off the field under his own power. Receiver to the left side of the formation. Again, a mob of blue and white down there by the 10. Ball can be snapped about anybody. Aiden Wiedern from the shotgun. Wiedern, ball snapped low, scoops it up off the carpet, and he got to the 9. He's going to have the first down after the pickup of 2 yards, give him the 8. First and goal for the blue and white with 7:21 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, the last 2 out of 3 snaps were both low. Wiedern's done a nice job of getting down and picking that ball up. Usually, if you'll notice, Joe, when these guys are in their stance, they usually bend down with their hands like an infielder position just for that situation. If it's a low snap, they're able to field it like an infielder and keep possession of the ball.
First and goal from the 8-yard line. Snap to Wiedern. Again, a low snap. Scoops it up. Wiedern is going to run, and he is going to be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Give him 2 yards on the play. It'll bring up second down and goal with 6:55 in the third quarter. 16-14, Wisner-Pilger up 2.
And both of these offenses, it seems like, well, it's typical of a lot of football teams, really good between the 20s, but man, you get in that red zone and things tend to tighten up just a little bit. Not only nerves, but it kind of closes the playbook a little bit. This is a situation where Lutheran High likes to use their tight ends, like a jump pass or a quick spot pass to the tight end.
Mason Raby's third tackle of the game, and the snap is going to be to Ryan Brand, right side of the offensive line. Ryan's in the house. Touchdown, Lutheran High Northeast. With 6:26 to play in the third quarter, Ryan Brand, a 6-yard touchdown run. The Eagles have taken a 20-16 lead.
And that's what you do if you're a veteran football team, if you're an experienced program where you're continuing to build and have success. When you get hit in the mouth, what do? You come right back and answer, and that's what Lutheran High did. Drove right down the field, had some big plays. When they got inside the red zone, they executed to go back on top and take the lead. That was a great drive by Lutheran High.
With 6:26 to play in the third quarter, Ryan Brand, a 6-yard touchdown run. The Eagles are going to go for 2 to try to make it 22-16. Snap to Brand. Brand right side of the offensive line. He is in. 2-point conversion for Ryan Brand. The Eagles lead at 22-16. 6:26 to go third quarter on the Pizza Hut scoreboard. Back in a moment.
Rags to Riches, the Husker Place, featuring Northeast Nebraska's largest selection of Husker giftware and apparel. Also your Adidas sideline headquarters. If it says Huskers, it can be found at Rags to Riches at the Sunset Plaza, Norfolk.
Jerry Sinclair has been growing for over 40 years to better serve customers. From the Sinclair gas station, convenience store, and expanded Jerry Service Center on Michigan Avenue, they can handle all your automotive repairs, including exhaust, engine overhauls, and more.
Earlier tonight, you listened to the football pregame show brought to you by Wayne State College, Western Office Technologies, and Stadium Sports. You heard from Norfolk Daily News reporter Tom Beamer, Tom Olson, Norfolk High coach, along with Brent Bauer of Wisner-Pilger and Lutheran High Northeast, Darren Suckstorf. We got 6:26 to play third quarter. Moments ago, Ryan Brand, a 6-yard touchdown run, and then Brand runs in the 2-point conversion. Andy White, the Eagles have the lead back at 22-16.
Got ourselves a nice little ball game here. It's going to be interesting to see what Wisner-Pilger can do now. They resulted to a trick play to get into the end zone last time. Really haven't been able to put a drive, from their 30 all the way down and punch it into the end zone. So again, this thing is really going to come down to those little things, those little mistakes right now. So Lutheran High, you just got to dig in your heels. It'd be great to get a 3 and out and get that ball back and take and punch it in one more time.
We'll send it down to Jay Kenobi in just a moment. I have a theory about Mason Raby for Wisner-Pilger, and I'm going to bounce it off Jay here in just a moment. Lutheran High Northeast will kick it deep to the return team of the Gators, Hunter Waterman and Carell Colmoose. And this has been a good football game throughout. Lutheran High Northeast led after the opening quarter, or was tied at 8. Eagles led at halftime 14-8, and then it was 16-14 Gators. Now it's a seesaw game, back 22-16 Lutheran High. Kick is away, takes out of the 22, and picked up off a bounce by Carell Colmoose. Colmoose turns a corner. Good return by Colmoose across the 35 to the 36-yard line. That's where the Gators will start. Jay Kenobi, what do you think of this? We didn't see Mason Raby running the ball a whole lot in the first half. What if the theory is Lutheran High Northeast is going to be gassed, exhausted? That's when we're going to run Raby in the fourth quarter. What do you think?
I think you're crazy. I don't think coaches think like that, but you might be right. I mean, I don't know, but I definitely think they need to go to him. I mean, he is, you can just tell he's a special athlete, but I want to talk a little bit about Ryan Brand. It's no surprise to Lutheran High fans. He played running back as a freshman, sophomore, and junior. So to him to step in as Spear is injured is no surprise. This year he moved to a wideout position, but he's a physical kid with definitely football mentality, and he's got 3 years experience at running back.
Gators first play of scrimmage on this drive, no gain. Hand off to the fullback, I believe that was Kobe Porter. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Jay, once again, you can continue your thought.
My thoughts on Ryan Brand?
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan Brand is he's just a really solid athlete. And what he did is, I mean, last year he started at running back quite a few games. I remember as a sophomore he started a few. So for him to step in right now, Hunter Spear looks like the cramping leg injury. It looks pretty tough. He might be out a while. So, I mean, just this game. But Ryan Brand can step in and definitely step in at the I-back position and fill that void.
All right, thanks, Jay. Jay Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank, the official bank of Husker Nation. 2nd down and 10 for the Gators from their 35-yard line. Right to left on your radio. Approaching 5.5 to play in quarter number 3. Referee stop play, most likely a delay of game, Andy White against Wisner-Pilger.
Yeah, and I think I agree with Jay 100%. I think you're crazy, Joe, first of all. But my theory on the thing would be, when you run him a few times at the beginning of the game and you see that big Lutheran High defense there and it's not working, you go to that spread offense and you had some success, and a lot of times you can just forget what got you to where you're at. And I think it's high time that they start getting that ball back to him. I do agree with you, Jay. That he's an explosive kid. You've got to find a way to get the ball into his hands one way or another, if it's in the spread or if you're going to come in that pro-style formation.
They have waved off the flag and said a timeout has been awarded to Wisner-Pilger. 5.5 to play third quarter. We'll keep it here, 22-16. Lutheran High Northeast with a 6-point advantage. Lutheran High Northeast won last season's game in Wisner 50-20. They've now claimed all 3 meetings in the history of the matchup. Eagles have beaten Wisner-Pilger 49-14, 41-8, and 50-20. So last week, Wisner-Pilger winning their opener. First time they've done that since 2005. Now they can conquer another demon if they can beat Lutheran High Northeast tonight in week 2.
And it seemed like every year they're getting a little bit closer to Lutheran High each time they played. But they've got a tall order here. Their yards are coming a little bit more difficult than Lutheran High's are.
Snap to Cooper Von Segern, and Von Segern, between his center and right guard, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Gators. 5:20 and ticking here, quarter number 3.
And see, out of this spread offense, that's where Cooper Von Segeren's really picked up the slack, where normally you'd be handing the ball off to Mason Raby. They've been content to run that quarterback straight up the middle and use Raby as a decoy. They fake to him, and they've done well. But again, I think they need to find a way to get it to Raby.
Seth Knapp on his 6th tackle for the Eagles. 3rd down and 6 from the 39. Big play for the Gators. Inside 5 minutes to play. Von Segeren might be changing the play here at the line of scrimmage. He's going to go under center instead. Takes the snap. Quarterback sneak between his center and right guard. He got about 3 yards. And it's going to bring up 4th down and 3. All right, Andy White. Once again, put on your coaching hat. You want a state championship at Coleridge. 4th and 3 from your 43. 4.5 to go, 3rd quarter. You're down 22-16. You punting or going?
I'm going. I'm absolutely going. They've done a good job of spreading out Lutheran High and running that quarterback sneak. And here
they are going
again.
forward here. Pyle is not going to move forward enough. The Lutheran High Northeast defense is held. Von Segeren was able to get to the 44. He's a yard shy of a 1st down. And Lutheran High Northeast will have the football. Jake Kenobi, down on the field to you.
Well, that was a lot of Schaefer and Knapp in that play. They really blew that up well as defensive tackles there. So they really, it tried the quick count, but the penetration from Schaefer and Knapp was really good on that play.
All right, thanks, JJ. Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank. 2 locations in Norfolk to serve you. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the Gator 39-yard line. And Lutheran High Northeast with a touchdown can put some distance between themselves and Wisner-Pilger. So that was a dangerous call by Coach Brent Bauer for the Gators, and it backfires. Lutheran High Northeast, great field position. Aiden Wiedern at quarterback. Ball is snapped. Is that Hunter Spear or Ryan Brand? Well, that is going to be Brand, and Brand to the 42-yard line to pick up a 2. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, going back to that 4th down play by Wisner-Pilger, didn't like the call. I mean, I like the quarterback sneak, but they've had success in doing it when they roll up out of that spread. They get Lutheran High to widen out their defensive linemen, and that's why they get up there. Then they come out from the shotgun up under center, and that's why they've been having success. But to run that quick count and let those big linemen from Lutheran High get ready, you're not going to get 4 yards on them.
2nd down and 9 from the Gator 43-yard line. Deception. This is an inside handoff. That's Philip Kirby. Philip in the secondary, still on his feet, stumbling inside the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 18 yards and a 1st down for the Eagles.
There Philip Kirby goes again. There's that man. He comes from the right-hand side on that double handoff. That time he chose to take it and cut it up inside of the end. Lutheran High's linemen, they're doing a good job of, if you've got the defensive end and that's your guy to block, if he comes down, you wall him in, the running back's taught to go outside. If he goes to the outside, you just take him out, let him take himself out of the play, and the running back will come up underneath. They've had success running that 2 or 3 times tonight.
Mason Raby, 4th tackle of the game, a touchdown-saving tackle there. And this is Ryan Brand, the ball carrier, between his center and left guard inside the 25 to the 23. A pick up a 2 on the play. Philip Kirby should be mentioned. 4 carries, 59 yards after that run.
Yeah, Phillips, he's had a really nice game here. And again, when you get into these conditions, it's got to be by committee. And this is a nightmare scenario if you're playing Lutheran High, because this is their comfort zone. This is what they want to do. They want to get in a position where maybe not this tight in the game, but what they want to do is just pound this thing at you, control the clock, and just take you right out of the football game.
2nd and 8 for the Eagles from the Gator 23-yard line. 2:44 to play, 3rd quarter. 22-16 Eagles. Again, a flag flies in. I think illegal motion against Lutheran High Northeast could be the call. And it is a false start against the Eagles, so they're going to back them up to a 2nd and 13 from the 28.
Yeah, just little things that they need to clean up. Again, you get into a 2nd and 7, a 2nd and 8 situation, and that's manageable for you in the way that I said you want to try and run your offense, but now you back that thing up. You're looking down at a 2nd and 13, and it just makes it a little bit tougher to stay on schedule and pick up 1st downs.
Score to pass along for you. 10 minutes to go, 4th quarter in Wahoo. Norfolk Catholic 24, Wahoo 10. 2nd down and 13 for the Gators. A line of scrimmage, or 2nd down and 13 for the Eagles. Line of scrimmage is the Gator 28-yard line. 2:28 and ticking. Quarter number 3. Aiden Wiedern from the shotgun. Snap to Wiedern. Deception. Kirby on the jet sweep left side. Kirby turns a corner. 20-15. Tiptoe on the sideline. Knocked out of bounds in the neighborhood of the 10-yard line. They're going to spot him out at the 12. A gain of 16 and a 1st down.
That time Lutheran High used their quarterback where they faked an inside counter. He spins all the way around, and then they run the same play with Kirby coming from that end on the right-hand side, and he runs a reverse to the outside, and Kirby, he doesn't look tired out there. Once he gets to the corner, he's still got a lot of speed left.
First down and 10 for the Eagles from the Gator 11-yard line. They can get a first down at the 1, 2:05 and ticking. And the snap to Wiedern. Low snap again. Kirby, left side of the offensive line. He is stacked up at the 8. Give him 2 yards. Give him at the 9. Give him 1 yard on the carry. It's going to bring up second down and long. Jay Kenobi, back down the field to you.
If you're Wisner-Pilger right now, you need a play. You can kind of tell by the emotions. There's no high-fiving. There's no snapping up. You know, Lutheran High, every time something's happening, they're patting each other on the back. They're quicker up. Wisner-Pilger defensively needs a spark. They need a play to get this emotion turned in their favor.
All right, thanks, JJ. Sideline reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National. Make football snap to Wiedern. Wiedern looks like he wanted to run. Throws in the end zone. Caught. Diving catch. Touchdown, Philip Kirby. A 9-yard touchdown pass with 1:26 to play. It's 28-16 Lutheran High.
And Lutheran High, again, their offense, they're really executing nicely at a high level here. And I think Jay's got it exactly right. There's a lot of heads that are dropping now out there if you're Wisner-Pilger. You got to remember, you got about 13 minutes left. But to go back to Lutheran High, that was a drive where they found something that works, and that's that reverse to Kirby. That time they just snuck him out into the flat. They faked the handoff to the middle. It's almost like a jump pass. We used to see the Gators do that from Florida, jump pass into the end zone. Good job by Lutheran High.
With 1:26 to play in the third quarter, Aiden Wiedern, a 9-yard touchdown pass to Philip Kirby. And a timeout has been called before the extra point. Will keep it here. The Eagles' lead is now 12. And again, the fourth down on their side of the 50 for Wisner-Pilger. They elected to go for it. It doesn't work, and the facet of the game has changed.
Yeah, absolutely has here. And then I don't know with Lutheran High here, you're up by 12. You haven't tried an extra point or a field goal all night. I think it makes sense to go for 2, try and get to that 14. You know Wisner-Pilger is going to be on pace trying to get 2-point conversions. So I guess if you're not confident in your kicker, I'd go for 2 definitely here. Maybe they didn't have the right play in there. Maybe they had a coach with that card where they're adding it up, and this is a situation where you go for 2. I don't know.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Dr. Michael Adams, your sports medicine specialist, providing excellence in care at family health and sports medicine in Norfolk. This contest also brought to you in part by Eastern Nebraska Trailer Repair. For all your trailer repair needs and for grain hopper trailer rentals, contact Eastern Nebraska Trailer Repair in Norfolk. 28-16, the Eagles with the lead, and they are going to go for 2, like Andy just mentioned. It's snapped to Ryan Brand. Ryan is near the goal line, and he is in. Ryan Brand converts the 2-point conversion run. The Eagles lead at 30-16. 1:26 to play. Quarter number 3 on the Pizza Hut scoreboard. Back in a moment.
Outfit yourself from top to bottom with Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour shoes and apparel from Stadium Sports. Stadium Sports can design and supply corporate, school, or personal apparel. Call Larry Wells at Stadium Sports in Norfolk at 1-800-286-3213.
Add beauty and curb appeal to your home or business with a Rainer Garage Door from Warren Garage Door. Rainer Garage Doors are dependable and stylish with a timeless look. Add a powerful garage door opener and you've got easy access with Rainer and Warren Garage Door on South 37th Street in Norfolk.
Currently on Light Rock 97.5 and lightrock97.com. Battle Creek at Oakland Craig at this hour, and currently on News Talk WJAG 105.9 FM, Kansas City Royals baseball. They're hosting the Chicago White Sox at this hour. Don't forget tomorrow morning, Sports Talk on 106 Kicks and 106kicks.com from 9 to 10 a.m. live from Hy-Vee West. This week, Tom Olson, Jeff Beller, Darren Suxdorf, Travis Fisher, Amanda Schultze, and we'll review my day at Husker Media Day from earlier this week. 30-16, Lutheran High Northeast, a 14-point advantage. 1:26 to go in the third quarter. Andy White moments ago, a 9-yard touchdown pass. Aiden Wiedern to Philip Kirby. Wiedern is a perfect 5 for 5 for 64 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time, Joe. It's not that you have to be a prolific passing offense, but when you do it, you've got to do it well and do it with consistency, and that's one thing that Lutheran High's done tonight. They've proven that they can throw the ball when they get in passing situations, and they execute well.
Hunter Spear on the approach. And to the 25-yard line, rolls out of bounds. So Wisner-Pilger is going to have the football from the 35-yard line. That was Hunter Spear kicking off, but it looks like he has a bit of a limp. But back in the game, at least for the kickoff. Jay Kenobi, back down the field to you.
Yeah, it's tough to be a one-legged kicker. That's what they kind of have there. He's got cramps, and I don't know who the backup is, but that is tough to plant and kick on the same time, and it's his right leg that's giving him trouble. So that's a tough position to be in, but I think he's going to be back. It doesn't look too severe. I mean, I think it's a temporary thing. He may be out the rest of tonight's game, but he'll be strong and ready to go next week.
All right, thanks, JJ. Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank. The Gators need to score here on this drive. 1st and 10 from their 35-yard line, and brought down in the backfield is Mason Raby. It's going to be a loss of 3 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 13.
Yeah, and I think Coach Bauer, he said it right at halftime where, tired or fatigue, it can also be a mental thing. And I know it's an absolute fact that you feel a lot more tired when you're getting whipped up on right now. And this whole second half, Lutheran High's really came out with a lot of energy after that double pass. And right now they're just playing with a little bit more passion.
55 seconds to play in the quarter. And that's Mason Raby, I believe, the ball carrier again to the 34. And that'll be a gain of 2. I'll double check that's Raby, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and long regardless.
Yeah, that was Mason Raby just straight off tackle. Now we're seeing Wisner-Pilger trying to get him the ball a little bit. It might be a little bit too late here. This is a definite passing situation in my opinion here. 3rd and 11. They got to get back in that spread and either give their quarterback, Cooper Von Segren, the ability to run, or get him out of the pocket and have him throw it downfield.
20 seconds to go in the quarter. 3rd and 11 for the Gators from their 34-yard line. Von Segren back to pass, throws, finds, it's incomplete. The receiver, Gunnar LeBenz, had it at the 40. Now they're going to have a late hit on Lutheran High Northeast. I disagree with that call.
Yeah, that's tough. But, Joe, I guess, no, I agree with you. But the nature and the way that football's going, they're going to make that call. They're just going to do it.
What happened is Gunnar LeBenz had the ball hit him right in the hands, probably should have had the catch, and then a safety ran into him after LeBenz had dropped the ball, but the safety is in the motion. There's no way you can stop on a dime.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you can do is really pull your hands back up. But again, a referee, you're going to get one side that's going to be howling for you to make the call. The other side's not going to. I'm just saying in the landscape of football today, they're going to take those extra precautions. And anytime you get a hit like that seems violent or whatever, they're going to make that call. I agree with you. I don't like it, but they're going to make that call.
You agreeing with me saves your job for another week because you did call me crazy earlier in the broadcast. 1st and 10 for Wisner-Pilger from their 49-yard line.
What'd Jay do to save his job?
Well, he'll have to buy me a cake or something. 11 seconds to go. This is a handoff. Cooper Von Segren, right side of the offensive line. Von Segren reaches the 48-yard line to pick up 3 yards on the play, and that is the last play of the 3rd quarter. The Pizza Hut scoreboard reads Lutheran High Northeast 30, Wisner-Pilger 16 on the Pizza Hut scoreboard. Back in a moment.
Ernst Toyota of Columbus invites you to their showroom on East Highway 30. Visit them today and see Ernst's quality selection of Toyota vehicles, or browse anytime at ernsttoyota.com.
Wayne State College offers affordable undergraduate and graduate programs preparing you for a great career. In fact, 99% of last year's graduates are employed or in grad school right now. Choose Wayne State College, where it's always a great day to be a Wildcat. Visit wsc.edu.
Norfolk GM Auto Center. One low price, plain and simple, always. Go to Norfolk GM Auto Center on the 275 bypass in Norfolk for your next vehicle purchase. New or certified pre-owned. They have it or can find it for you. Norfolk GM Auto Center. Remember, one low price, plain and simple, always.
Cartridge World Norfolk caters to business customers. You'll save up to 30% off Superstore prices. They deliver for free to qualified customers and offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call 844-PHIL. That's 844-PHIL.
Welcome back, everybody, to Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field. Joe Jaden, state champion coach Andy White, sideline reporter Jay Kenobi, statistician Christine Bromer, producer-engineer Matt Humphrey. 30-16 Lutheran High Northeast with a 14-point lead. Simulcast tonight. Video streaming courtesy of the Norfolk Daily News. Internet streaming connection provided by Telebeep Wireless of Norfolk. Wisner-Pilger, 2nd down and 6 from the Lutheran High Northeast 47. Cooper Von Segren, the ball carrier. He's going to get a yard on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Jay Kenobi, back down the field to you.
Well, one thing, Lutheran High, I mentioned it earlier, those linebackers, I mean, they are really pursuing hard. And what you have have to be careful with is you've got a coaching legend looming next week with David City Aquinas, and I'm sure they're going to account for that attack. But Lutheran High's letting their 4 linebackers really attack tonight and doing a nice job. But it'll be interesting to see how they do that next week against David City and the experienced coaching staff.
I agree with you too, Jay. And David City, what they do with their ball faking and their deception, they're really tough to follow. When you've got to play assignment football against David City, because if you're sitting there taking chances, it's just a matter of time before they're just going to pop a big play. So I don't think you're going to see the linebackers so free to fly around the field next week.
3rd and 6 for the Gators from the Eagle 47-yard line. 11.5 to play in the 4th. Cooper Von Segern to throw. Pass is complete to Corell Colmoose. Colmoose has a first down as he reaches the 40-yard line. A pickup of 7 yards on the play. The Gators will move the chain, score to pass along for you. Norfolk Catholic has upped their lead 38-10 on Wahoo. That game midway in the 4th quarter.
And just to belabor this point a little bit more, Wisner-Pilger right now is basically a one-trick pony. They're sitting in the spread offense, and they're putting 3 receivers to one wide side to take advantage of that zone defense. They're running that spot pass, and as long as they get blocking downfield, it's there. They're trying to run a quick slant, but they have to be careful because Lutheran High's ready for it.
Receiver to the far side of the field, 1st and 10 for the Gators from the Eagle 40-yard line, and that's Mason Raby, left side of the offensive line, bottled up once again, no gain. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10, 10:50 and ticking 4th quarter. Again, 30-16, Lutheran High Northeast.
And with Raby now, they're trying to run him up the middle on isolation plays. They're running him off tackle, something they haven't tried that they might get some success with if they have a receiver split out to the wide side, to bring him in and crack that in and run like a load option, because Cooper Von Segern has proven that he can run. If you can load that defensive end and maybe option the linebacker or a cornerback, you might make a little bit more hay there, but there's nothing between the tackles.
3 receivers the left side of the formation, a receiver to the right, Cooper Von Segern back to pass, steps up in the pocket, throws, and as a receiver behind the defense, and on the way to the house, it's a touchdown for Wisner-Pilger. It's a touchdown. Hunter Waterman, 40 yards out from Cooper Von Segern, and Wisner-Pilger's not dead yet.
They're not dead yet, and that's that slant pattern that I said that they had to be careful throwing there. That time we had Hunter Waterman. He just got to step on his receiver, and once, like I said, they're out there 2-on-1 basically. It's tough to cover. That linebacker's got to cover a lot of ground. That time I think they had 2 wide receivers out there, but Waterman just got a step to the inside, slant pattern, touchdown. We've got a ball game.
With 10-11 to play in the 4th quarter, Cooper Von Segern, a 40-yard touchdown pass to Hunter Waterman. It's 30-22. The Gators will go for 2 in this situation. Cooper Von Segern under center, I formation behind him. Handoff, no. Fakes the handoff. A flag flies in. Pass is incomplete on the 2-point conversion play. I think it's going to be a legal motion against Wisner-Pilger regardless.
Yeah, they probably had a running back. He went in motion. It looked like they were going to fake that toss sweep to this side, but the running back was probably going towards the line of scrimmage, so we'll line it up and do it again.
Well, the Wisner-Pilger Gators are retreating towards their sideline. I believe it's going to be against Wisner-Pilger. The penalty will be declined, so the 2-point conversion fails. The pass fails. So 30-22. Lutheran High Northeast an 8-point lead. 10-11 to play in the 4th quarter on the Pizza Hut scoreboard. Back in a moment.
What's the best part about living at the Meadows? Making new friends and renewing acquaintances, knowing the staff, and having a support system. For independent or assisted living, make your choice the Meadows, 18th and Park in Norfolk.
Always a great selection to choose from. Great financing and salespeople ready to help you find the vehicle you need. Trust Borgman Auto Sales at 13th and Norfolk Avenue for quality pre-owned vehicles at fair prices. 379-4553. Borgman Auto Sales in Norfolk.
Our Faith Regional Health Services Sports Medicine Fantasy Picks for tonight. I've got Lutheran High Northeast running back Hunter Spear. Chris selected Lutheran High Northeast quarterback Aiden Wiedern. Jay went with Wisner-Pilger running back Mason Raby, and Andy drafted Lutheran High Northeast wide receiver Philip Kirby. We'll take a look at those final stats here at the conclusion of the game. Pizza Hut has everyone's favorites. Pizza, pasta, wings, and more. You'll find something everyone will love at Pizza Hut. Spicy hot wings or a stuffed crust supreme pizza. It's a perfect stop before or after the game. Pizza Hut, now you're eating. 10-11 to play here in the 4th quarter, 30-22. Lutheran High Northeast with an 8-point lead. And Wisner-Pilger set to kick it away. Mason Raby on the approach. It's a squib kick, and it's going to roll out of bounds. How many squib kicks, how many balls have gone out of bounds on kickoff? Is that the 4th?
I haven't seen so many drives on a kickoff start on the other side of the 35-yard line. Even if they do keep it in bounds, it seems like the other team returns it. I'll tell you, if you have a kicker that can't do any better than that, and I won't be nice about it, why not practice an onside kick and take a chance to get the ball back?
Right. Again, it is 30-22 right here. Lutheran High Northeast with the football, an 8-point lead, 10-11 to play. All right, Andy White, you're in Darren Suckstorf's shoes. Are you running the ball here on the first couple downs, try to get that clock moving, or are you still playing football?
No, I'm going to do what works, and that's run the football. I think Brand's looking pretty good right now. Kirby's looking amazing, but I'm just going to stick with what works, and that's straight power football.
From the 35-yard line, ball is snapped to Hunter Spear, who returns to the football game. Right side of the offensive line, Spear to the 39, a pickup of 4. Jay Kenobi, back down on the field to you.
Well, the spirits and enthusiasm of Wisner-Pilger's back. You know, you can tell it now just on that last play. They tackle for about a 2-yard gain, and they're up high-fiving each other, slapping. You can see there's definitely emotion back and fire back in Wisner-Pilger.
9:50 to play. Jay Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank. 2 locations in Norfolk to save you. 2nd and 8 from the 38-yard line. 30-22 Eagles. 9:40 and ticking here in the fourth quarter. Football is snapped to Hunter Spear. Inside handoff, Philip Kirby. Kirby brought down at the 40. Gain of 2. It's going to bring up an important 3rd down and 6. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Lutheran High Northeast against Wisner-Pilger in Class C2 football.
You're listening to high school sports on Northeast Nebraska's True Country. 106 Kicks, KQKX, Norfolk.
Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field, a steamy night. Heat index at 86 degrees. It's 3rd down and 6 for Lutheran High Northeast. From their 41-yard line, critical play here in this ball game, especially for the Wisner-Pilger defense. Inside 9 minutes to play. End around. Philip Kirby trying to turn the corner. Looking for a block. He's got the block, and he's in Gator territory to the 47-yard line. It is a gain of 12 yards on the play and a 1st down.
That's a great job by Philip Kirby. A great call by the coaching staff from Lutheran High. They knew what they needed to get, and Philip Kirby knew where the sticks were. He made sure that he picked up that 1st down, and then he got some extra yards. He made sure to stay in bounds to keep the clock running. Again, this is what this Lutheran High offense is built for, to chew up clock, take yards in small chunks.
Philip Kirby, 8 carries, 90 yards in this game. Ball is snapped to Hunter Spear. Bad snap. Spear scoops it up off the ground, but he's brought down in the backfield. So it's going to be a loss of 2 yards on the play. 8.5 to play in the 4th. 2nd down and 12 coming up here for the Eagles from the Gator 48.
Now that's the break Wisner-Pilger's looking for. Again, Lutheran High, they're off schedule now. They're in 2nd and long. So you have to tell your kids, be ready for some type of play action pass, take care of your responsibilities. But again, Lutheran High in this position, usually they try to get to the outside to pick up a bigger 6, 7, 8-yard play here. So everybody's got to stay home, take care of that middle first thing.
Clock ticks away to 8 minutes. Football so through the hands of Wiener and is scooped up by Wisner-Pilger. They have recovered the football. The Gators have the football at the Eagle 41-yard line. I believe hopping on it was Correll Colmoose.
Wow, yeah, that was just the snap didn't look like it was too bad. It just popped right up out of his hands, went over the quarterback's head. Wisner-Pilger scoops it up, and here they are with 7:56 left to go in the game. What a tremendous opportunity here for Wisner-Pilger. They just got to now settle down, not make mistakes themselves, and try and get this ball into the end zone. Then they got to have a 2-point conversion. We'll have it all knotted up.
Jay Kenobi, quickly to you on the field.
Well, the beauty of the shotgun and the demise of the shotgun. You know, it's risk and reward right there.
All right, thanks, Jay. Jay Sideline Reports brought to you by First National Bank. And the Gators with a football 1st and 10 from the Lutheran High Northeast 41-yard line. Cooper Von Segern back to pass on 1st down. Looking, throws, and it is complete. Down the sideline. This is Correll Colmoose. Angles in 10-5. Colmoose touchdown. Wisner-Pilger. 41 yards. Cooper Von Segern to Correll Colmoose. It's 30-28.
And Lutheran High, they've been giving that to him all night long. That's one of the things about a zone defense that I cannot stand. You're willing to give certain things up to wait for help. That time, Cooper Von Segern got great protection in the pocket. He stood up, stepped up into the pocket when he felt the pressure, threw a strike. The wide receiver made one man miss. There's nobody there to help. Now we got a 2-point ball game.
Correll Colmoose, a 41-yard touchdown reception from Cooper Von Segern. Colmoose now has 2 touchdown receptions and a touchdown throw. 30-28, 7:43 to play here in the 4th. The Gators go for 2 to try to tie this baby up. Von Segern under center, I formation behind him. Gives to Raby, left side of the offensive line. Raby near the pylon, touchdown. 2-point conversion. for Mason Raby, and we're tied at 30. 7:43 to play in the fourth quarter on the Pizza Hut scoreboard. Back in a moment.
Teamwork is the foundation for success in sports and in the business world. Nucor Steel, Volcraft, Nucor Cold Finish, and Nucor Detailing Center are proud to support our youth, moving forward together to build a stronger tomorrow for all generations.
You need Telebeep Wireless high-speed internet if you want the best internet connection around, keeping you up to speed and in the game with the area's top-ranked wireless internet service. Proud sponsors of all area athletes. Telebeep Wireless high-speed internet. Call 371-BEEP.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Midwest Meats and Fish in Norfolk. Find the best meat, seafood, and specialty items in the area, including steaks, ribs, brats, crab legs, and more. This game also brought to you in part by Western Office Technologies, your local authorized sharp dealer with locations in Norfolk, Yankton, and O'Neill. A missed cue by Lutheran High Northeast on a bad snap. Wisner-Pilger turns it into a 41-yard touchdown pass from Cooper Von Segeren to Karel Kolmus. Von Segeren's third touchdown pass of the game. Kolmus' second touchdown reception. Kolmus' third touchdown of the game total. Andy White, Lutheran High Northeast, and Wisner-Pilger tied at 30. 7:43 to play in the fourth quarter.
Yep, we played 3.5 quarters to get here. Basically nothing here. So Wisner-Pilger here needs a good kickoff. Every special teams play is an opportunity to make something big happen. Lutheran High probably going to get good field position. Lutheran High's just got to take care of business. I think they'll be just fine.
Mason Raby on the approach for the Gators. Squib kick, and it's out of bounds again. Another illegal procedure. That is the fifth kick that has went out of bounds. I don't remember ever in any level of football seeing this many kickoffs go out of bounds. Jay Kenobi, down on the field to you.
Well, I want to talk about that last play. Kenny Baker made a play. You didn't hear his name yet because he was a guy that absolutely would make a locksmith proud. The 20-yard line, he just held that defensive back inside and allowed the receiver to go outside for the touchdown. It was just an absolute great downfield block by Kenny Baker.
All right, thanks, Jay. Jay Sideline Reports brought to you by First National Bank. 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their 39-yard line. 7:43 to play. In motion towards the far side is Hunter Spear. Spear takes it on the jet sweep right side. Spear gets to the 45. A gain of 6 on the play, Andy White.
Sure looked like the quarterback was moving his feet there. I can hear the Wisner-Pilger coaching staff in the box next to us. They saw the same thing I did. They wanted an illegal motion or false start, but you got to keep playing. You can definitely see the Lutheran High kids are really animated. Hunter Spear especially. He looked like he had a little bit of zip back in his step.
Hunter Spear, 13 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown. 2nd down and 4. Spear is going to hand it off Kirby on the inside handoff from Spear, and it's a pick up a 2 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
And that's that reverse play that they're using with Kirby. When Spear went down, they made a lot of yardage on that play with Kirby where he comes on that reverse. And again, Kirby's got the option. If the lineman takes and walls his man down, he'll break it to the outside. Wisner-Pilger's been doing a good job of holding their ground and making Kirby turn that back up inside. As long as Wisner-Pilger linebackers are right there, they'll stop that play every time.
3rd and 2 for the Eagles from their 47-yard line. Aiden Wiedern with the snap. Right side of his offensive line. He has got a 1st down and more into Gator territory. Tripped up at the 43-yard line. That's a pickup of 10 yards on the play and a 1st down.
And that was a convoy out there. I think that was Reed Schaefer out front. Josh Schulte was out front. You've got about 600 pounds of manpower just right out front. Looked like a convoy leading that wall just right up through the heart of that Wisner-Pilger defense.
On the tackle for Wisner-Pilger is Mason Raby. And the Eagles with the football. 6:15 and ticking here in the fourth quarter. Tied at 30 with Wisner-Pilger. The Eagles are going to shave this clock away as much as they can. Leave Wisner-Pilger virtually no clock to work with if they get the ball back. Snap to Aiden Wiedern. Wiedern rolling towards his left side, can run or throw, and steps out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A pick up a 5 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 5.
And that's something we haven't seen a lot out of Lutheran High tonight. That time they had 3 wide receivers here to the left-hand side, rolled the pocket out, and I think that play's really designed just for Wiedern. If he sees a running lane, I think he'll run it first instead of throw it. I don't like the passing, throwing the ball around right now, stopping the clock, but he was able to pick up a nice gain there.
2nd and 5 from the 43. Football snapped to Hunter Spear. Spear right side of his offensive line, bounces off one tackle. He gets loose, 30, 25, 20. It's a race to the house. He's at the 10, 5. Hunter Spear is in. Touchdown, a 37-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles leapfrog back on top, 36-30.
Just a classic case of over pursuit there by the Wisner-Pilger defense. They did a great job of walling off that right-hand side where Spear was trying to go. But I'll tell you what, give Spear credit. He stopped on a dime and cut that baby back to the left-hand side. Then he had one man to beat, turned on his speed again. He looked really good on that play, gives Lutheran High the lead.
With 5:43 to play in the fourth quarter, Hunter Spear, a 37-yard touchdown run, and the Eagles now lead it 36-30. Now we'll see if Darren Sucksdorf elects to attempt the extra point or go for a 2-point conversion. They are lined up to go for 2. Snap to Spear. He fumbles it, falls on it, and the 2-point conversion fails. So the Eagles lead it 36-30. 5:43 to play in the fourth quarter on the Pete Sutz scoreboard. Back in a moment.
You've got the look. Now get the performance. Let Ag and Industrial Engine Machine customize your street rod, racing engine, or high-performance engines. You'll get higher quality workmanship, competitive prices. Joe Gibbs Hot Rod Oil and Dynamometer Testing. 1107 Monroe Avenue in Norfolk.
Dr. David Schroeder of Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is committed to dental wellness for patients of all ages. For dental implants, extractions, cosmetic veneers, crowns, bridges, orthodontics, and more. New patients and emergencies are always welcome at Family and Cosmetic Dentistry.
Make sure you're listening at the end of the game. Andy, Jay, and I will announce the Norfolk Medical Group players of the game. Norfolk Medical Group, serving the medical needs of your entire family. Located medical offices north in Norfolk. We'll also announce the Burger King Whopper play of the game. Have it your way at Burger King, South 13th or Benjamin Avenue. Moments ago, Hunter Spear, a 37-yard touchdown run for the Eagles, and they've taken a 36-30 lead. The 2-point conversion failed. Back and forth we go, Andy White.
Back and forth we go, and if you're Lutheran High, really the only thing that's hurt you've just got to get out of that zone. You've got to do something to stop when they put 3 wideouts on that side. That's basically all they're doing. Account for the quarterback, Cooper Von Segern, to run the ball up the middle, and then take away that trips package out to the wide side of the football field. You do that, I don't think Wisner-Pilger's got anything else they can do unless you've got the wild card, Mason Raby. He should be fresh. He's a speed back, so this should be a wild finish.
5:43 to play. The Eagles set to kick it away. Let's see if they can keep it inbounds. Hunter Spear on the approach. Puts left foot to ball, end over end kick, and it's down. Ricochets off a Wisner-Pilger player down to the 1-yard line, and they're going to say it's a touchback. The punt return man, Correll Colmus, did not come up with it cleanly, so the Gators are going to have the ball at their own 20-yard line. Jay Kenobi, back down to the field to you.
Well, on that last play, Hunter Spear, you could really see 2 things. He had extremely good vision and patience. You know, he popped in the hole, there was nothing there, and he had the vision to pop it back outside. Good job of patience and vision on a very good individual play by Hunter Spear.
All right, thanks, JJ. Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank. 5:39 to go. The Wisner-Pilger Gators from their own 20-yard line. They need to go 80 yards on this drive.
80 yards in this drive, and also, again, we've talked about it, Joe. It's hard for a team to learn how to win and to win close games like this. Wisner-Pilger lost a lot of close games last year. We're going to have to see if they can pull this one out tonight.
Cooper Von Segern under center. I formation behind him. And Von Segern gives to Mason Raby, the tailback, and he goes nowhere. That Lutheran High Northeast defensive line pushed him right back. That 3-4 look. Josh Slody, Blaze White, and Seth Knapp, the front 3.
And Lutheran High, Wisner-Pilger comes out in that pro set, that I formation. That time they try to counterplay. They haven't really had any success with that isolation, so I don't know what they think a counterplay is going to do for them again. You've got to get back in that shotgun. Here we have, again, the 3 wide receivers to the left-hand side.
2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line after that loss of 1. Cooper Von Segern throws, hitch route on the far side of the field. I'm going to guess that's Correll Colmus. We'll double check that. It's shy of a first down. Nope, that's a reception instead by Hunter Waterman. And it's going to be a pickup of 3 yards on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, Waterman is the inside man with those 3 wide receivers over there. He just runs a flare screen out there. It's a long handoff where he just takes the ball. You lock up on your 2 wide receivers, try and go man-to-man on the 2 zone players, and just try and break it through a crease. That time they weren't able to do it.
12 of 19, 165-yard passing yards for Cooper Von Segern. Got a throw here, set up a screen, and the pass is complete It is Mason Raby. Raby across the 25 to the 26, shy of a first down by about 4 yards. It's going to bring up 4th down and 4 with 4:35 to play. So now another real interesting question. Logic tells you have plenty of time to punt the ball, but both teams are drained. The defenses, most importantly, are drained for Wisner-Pilger. I don't think you're going to get the ball back if you do punt.
Probably not. Your best shot here is going to be to try and pick this up, but you know, we need to talk a little bit about Lee Grebe out there. That's twice they've run that inside screen, and twice Grebe's been there to shut it down.
Gators are going to go for it. 4th down and 4 from their own 26. 4:08 to go in the 4th. Cooper Von Segern back to pass, looking, throws a laser, and it is incomplete. Intended for Hunter Waterman at the 34-yard line. The Gators turn it over on downs. The Eagles with the football from the Wisner-Pilger 26 with 4:01 to play.
I like the play call there. They came out in that same formation. They ran the same route with their 3 wide receivers on the wide side of the field, but this time they pump faked it this way, went back to the left on a quick route to try and pick up that first down. It's a good play call, good change of pace there, but Lutheran High lucky that the pass was thrown a little bit short. So now let's see if they can run out the 4 minutes left and get out of here with a win.
You guarantee if you're the Gator defense, it's going to be a run no matter what on this first down. So you sell out here. High snap. Hunter Spear came down with one hand, had to go bat it to himself. It's a gain of 1 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9, 3:53 and ticking. No timeout taken at this moment.
Yeah, Lutheran High, man, they better get that snap under control. They've been low, they've been high, they've had a lot of trouble handling that football. Like Jay said, that's one of the blessings and the curse of the shotgun. It gives you a little bit more room to operate and do it quickly, but if you don't get the snap there, it's all for nothing. So Wisner-Pilger here, I think they'll live with that type of yardage there. Just bend but don't break here.
2nd down and 9 for Lutheran High Northeast, 3:25 and ticking. And Wiedern gives it to Philip Kirby on the jet sweep left side. He takes it to the 25. No gain, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. The Gators, do they have 2 timeouts remaining? Is that correct?
It shows that on the board, yeah.
So I don't know. Now it's managing your timeouts if you're head coach Brent Bauer in this situation.
Managing your timeouts, but what you want to make sure you do is you don't give up anything here. Lutheran High probably in 4-down territory. I haven't seen anything in the resemblance of a kicker here. Would come in really handy because Wisner-Pilger can't afford to give up 3 points here. The game's over, in essence, so need a big stop here. But if you're Lutheran High, probably got 2 cracks to get 9 yards.
Lutheran High Northeast takes a timeout. We'll take the break with it. 2:44 to go, 4th quarter. Lutheran High Northeast 36, Wisner-Pilger 30 on the Pizza Hut scoreboard. Back in a moment.
Scranton Flooring can help design your dream home or business with their large selection of carpet, luxury vinyl, wood, laminate, tiles, and backsplash, as well as cabinets, onyx showers, windows, and doors. Find quality products at competitive prices with friendly professional service. Scranton Flooring in Norfolk.
Drive up for your favorite brewed coffee, lattes, espresso blenders, fruit smoothies, or iced drinks featuring breakfast burritos and sandwiches at Scooter's Coffee. Open daily for your convenience. Scooter's Coffee, located next to Reynolds and Shell in Norfolk.
Coming up at the end of the game, we'll have the Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust post-game show. Their professional staff are ready to serve your financial needs at all Elkhorn Valley Bank locations in Norfolk, Hoskins, and Pierce, and Wayne, member FDIC. This game also brought to you in part, coming up Friday night and Saturday morning. We'll have all the scores from all the other games across Northeast Nebraska with scoreboards tonight from 10 till midnight, Saturday morning from 6 to 9 a.m. on our family of stations. Brought to you by Faith Regional Health Services, Wayne State College, Family Health and Sports Medicine, Peterson Ag Systems, and Farm Bureau agent Joe Harrian. 2:44 to play, 4th quarter, 3rd down and 9 for Lutheran High Northeast from the Wisner-Pilger 25-yard line. Eagles lead at 36-30. They are content to run clock here and try to make Wisner-Pilger burn those timeouts. And Wiedern hands it off. The ball carrier is a new number. Was that Lee Grebe? We'll figure that out here at the bottom of the pile. It is Lee to the 19-yard line, a gain of 6, shy of a first down by about 3 yards. So here you are. If you're Darren Suckstorf, are you going for it here, Andy White?
Well, if I had a field goal kicker, I'd take my 3 points, but unfortunately, I don't think they have anybody they have a lot of confidence in. So Lutheran High's there lining up. They're going to go for it. Wisner-Pilger, it's all or nothing right here.
Hayden Wiedern lines up from the shotgun, and a timeout is going to be taken by Wisner-Pilger here on this important 4th down and 3 play. We'll keep it here. 2:16 to play. Jay Kenobi, back down on the field to you.
Well, I think that was a great timeout by Wisner. I mean, the whole game is on the line here at one snap. So you want to regroup your players. You want to refocus. You want to get, this is where film evaluation comes into play. What is the tendency of Darren Sucksdorf at this point? If you're Coach Bauer, that's exactly what you're thinking. Who are they going to go to and what kind of a play? They're probably going to look at something for Hunter Spear, but you want to give your players defensively an advantage and let them know this is what we typically see out of Darren Sucksdorf in a situation like this when the game's on the line. What kind of play are they going to run?
All right, thanks, Jay. Honestly, Andy, after what Lee Grebe just did on that carry, I'll go Lee Grebe again. Go with the big boy against this Wisner-Pilger batter defense. Try to get 3 yards that way.
Yep, your sure-handed kid, he's going to be your fullback. The cardinal sin of a fullback is he ever fumbles the football. He's not worth anything. No running back is, but a fullback's mantra, get 4 and look for more. That's what you need here. But, here's something to ponder, too. I like the little pop pass to a tight end here, too, because they're going to commit everybody in the box.
4th and 3 for Lutheran High Northeast from the Wisner-Pilger 19-yard line. 2:16 to play. This will be the game. Football snap to Aiden Wiedern. Rolling right side, can run or throw. He's going to run. He has got the first down. Wiedern at the 14-yard line to pick up 5 on the play. The Eagles extend the drive for the first down, and that first down will probably do in the Gators.
And I'll tell you what, I guess that's the proper play call right there, and that's why Coach Sucksdorf's down there, is because he knows what his kids are capable of doing. And when you've got Wiedern with the legs that he has and also a threat to throw it like we've seen him tonight, get him out on the edge and let your quarterback make the decision.
Wisner-Pilger with 1 timeout remaining. You would expect that they would take it after this play of scrimmage is run. 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the Wisner-Pilger 14-yard line. Again, the Gators know that Lutheran High Northeast will be running the ball. Sell out at all points here for a run. Snap to Hunter Spear right side of the offensive line. Hunter still on his feet inside the 10 to the 7-yard line to pick up a 7 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Yep, right now what you coach your kids in practice is you say 2 hands on the ball security all the time. You tell your center and your quarterback, make sure you don't rush things. Get a good, snap back to the quarterback and just take care of things, and we're out of here.
Lutheran High Northeast coached by Darren Sucksdorf, 9th year with the program, 48-29, a win percentage of .623. The Gators coached by Brent Bauer in his 8th season, 20-40 is his record, a win percentage of .333. Some lean years there at Wisner-Pilger. Snap to Hunter Spear again. Spear right side of his offensive line. He gets to the 6, a pickup of 3 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. Clock ticks away to 1:05.
Yeah, if you're Lutheran High, like you said, Joe, you just want to get out of here with the win, but it'd sure be nice to punch another one in here if you're Lutheran High. There's our timeout by Wisner-Pilger.
Gators take a timeout, 57 seconds to go. 3rd down and 2 for the Eagles from the Gator 9-yard line when we return. The Pizza Hut scoreboard reads Lutheran High Northeast 36, Wisner-Pilger 30. Back in a moment.
The attorneys of Koppel, Rocky, McKeever, and Schlecht are committed advocates. Visit them on the web at greatadvocates.com or on Facebook. Koppel, Rocky, McKeever, and Schlecht PC. Attorneys at Law, a full-service law firm in Norfolk and Omaha, committed to advocating for you.
Wacker Home Improvement Company. Siding, gutters, insulation, thermopane replacement windows, residential roofing, chain link, and vinyl fence. Wacker Home Improvement of Norfolk, providing years of experience and quality home improvement products.
Our Faith Regional Health Services Sports Medicine Fantasy standings coming into tonight. Now, Bob has coached. Bob has played 1 game. Andy's played 1 game. Keep that in mind, folks. Bob Schnitzler averaging 35 points per game through his 1 game. 2nd place would be Andy White, 24 points per game. Or excuse me, that'd be 24 points per game in his 1 game on average. 3rd place would be Jay Kenobi, 15 points per game after Bruce Shively filled in for him last night. 4th place would be myself, 13.5 points per game. Chris Bromer, last place, 10.5 points per game. And we're early in the season. 3rd down and 2 for the Eagles. From the Gators, 7, Aiden Wiedern carries the football. He gets to the 1-yard line. He is going to have the first down on the play. 52 seconds to play.
And that's going to do it. If Lutheran High just wants to take a knee on the ball, they can do that. But all they really need to do is just have ball security here. They picked up that first down, so they're going to wind this clock. And Lutheran High, 1 knee will do it.
I would hope that Lutheran High is going to take a knee here. 1st and goal from the 1. The clock is ticking away with 43 seconds to go. No need to run a play. Wisner-Pilger out of timeouts. 36-30. Eagles lead by 6. Football snapped to Aiden Wiedern. He's going to run it left side, and he is in for a touchdown. And it's 42-30.
Yep. And that'll do it. It was a hard-fought game by both teams here. A lot of emotion expended by both teams. You know, Joe, I have a feeling that we could be seeing both of these teams later on the season. Wisner-Pilger, hey, they played a tough game tonight. And Lutheran High, very good football team. So hats off to both these schools. It was a great game to watch.
With 28 seconds to play in the fourth quarter, Aiden Weeder in a 1-yard touchdown run. It's 42-30. The Eagles with the lead. A lot of situations like that pro college. You usually see a team take a knee, especially. 2-point conversion run. Weeder and runs it in. It's 44-30. So this game winding down. Jay Kenobi down on the field to you.
Yeah, there's a little bit of emotion down there. You can see, I don't know that Wisner was real happy with that decision there. But, you know, it's a hard-fought game, a lot of emotion there. And both teams, I thought, played an outstanding game. You know, there was a little bit of sloppiness early on with penalties, but the way these kids came through and just gutted it out, and both coaches have to be proud of the way they responded after that first quarter especially.
All right, thanks, Jay. Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank, the official bank of Husker Nation. Lutheran High Northeast will be in action next at David City Aquinas a week from today. Then they visit Laurel, Concord, Coleridge, home against Ainsworth at Crofton, home against Arlington Cedar Catholic and Westholt, and the regular season finale at Battle Creek. For Wisner-Pilger, they go to Battle Creek next week, home against Logan View and Stanton, at Homer, home against Ponca, at Laurel, Concord, Coleridge, at Oakland Craig.
I tell you, both of these programs are going to have really tough football games. And when are we still at 16 in Class C2?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Or we're at
C1 and
16.
C2 is 16.
So really, 1 or 2 losses, man, that can end your season for you in a hurry. So really, this might have been a must-win game. When you look back at it at the end of the season, it could have been a must-win game for both of these programs. So again, like Jay said, hard-fought ball game. I know there might be some hard feelings about running the play-in, but I guess if you don't like it, stop it. And Coach Suckstor's taking a risk of fumbling the football, and something like that happens, he'll look foolish too. So I guess there's 2 ways to look at everything, but don't let it take away from how good of a football game this was tonight.
Lutheran High Northeast will kick the football away, and it rolls down inside the 20, picked up at the 14-yard line by the Gators' Hunter Waterman. Waterman still on his feet, tiptoeing to the 22-yard line, and that's where the Gators will start. 20 seconds to play.
Yep, and that should do it if Lutheran High, again, looking on down the road. They've got a very tough matchup next week with David City Aquinas. I don't know what Aquinas did tonight, but I know last week they went up and beat a Hardington Cedar Catholic team, I think 52-7. So Aquinas is, again, for real this year. I think they've been in the state finals, the last 3 out of 4 years, isn't it, Joe?
Yeah, yep. Very, very good team. Wisner-Pilger has to go to Battle Creek, so it doesn't get any easier. 20 seconds to go, 44-30. Lutheran High Northeast leading by 14. We'll have the Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust postgame show in just moments. Andy and I will talk to Eagle coach Darren Suckstorf. Jay Kenobi will get a word with Wisner-Pilger General Brent Bauer. We'll view the statistics. The Eagles making some substitutions here in the final moments, trying to get some of their fatigued players off the field. Again, this kickoff for this game started with a heat index of about 92 degrees. Gators take the snap. Back to pass is Cooper Von Segern. Winds up throwing deep on the bomb route. Boy, it's just some chicken fighting. How do you not have a pass interference there on Philip Kirby? But nothing called. 16 seconds to play. Yeah, that was definitely pass interference on Lutheran High there, but I don't know if they're saying that they had an ineligible man on the field, but still they should have let the play run. But maybe that's why he didn't throw a flag, is because he threw it already down here. Okay, so the penalty against Lutheran High Northeast. 44-30. Eagles improved to 2-0. They're going to find out next week just how good they are when they go up against Ron Mimick's David City Aquinas Monarchs. Yeah, if you want to talk about a team in consistency and running a double wing offense and ball faking and ball security, that's a nightmare to call from there. I'm glad that's why you have your job and you have Chris to help you, because it's hard to find that football. They run it and execute it so well. First down and 5 for the Gators from their 25-yard line after that 5-yard infraction here against Lutheran High. Cooper Von Segern from the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, a receiver to the right. Von Segern takes a snap, back to pass. Winds up, throws deep across the middle, and it is intercepted by Philip Kirby. Kirby at the 30-yard line and out of bounds at the 27. 6 seconds to play. And the Eagles will run one more play.
Boy, Philip Kirby, he's had a nice game tonight, both offensively and defensively. There again, he almost had an interception in the first half of the football game. That time he comes up big to definitely seal the fate here. A little too late for Wisner-Pilger, but that'll definitely do it.
Boy, after one quarter, this game was tied at 8. In the end, 74 points between the two teams.
Yeah, but like I said, I think their offenses really got comfortable. There were some nerves, I think, by both teams out here. And once they settled in and figured out how they wanted to attack the opponent's defense, both of them did a really nice job of executing this early in the season.
Lutheran High Northeast with backups in the contest here at this point. Again, 6 seconds to go. One snap. And the ball carrier for the Eagles is Logan Bussey. Bussey right side of the offensive line. Gain of 3 on the play, and that is it. Lutheran High Northeast improves to 2-0 on the season as they earn a 44-30 victory over Wisner-Pilger. The Gators drop to 1-1. When we come back, we'll have the Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust postgame show. Their professional staff are ready to serve your financial needs at all Elkhorn Valley Bank locations in Norfolk, Hoskins, and Pierce, member FDIC. Also Wayne, again, 44-30 on the Pizza Hut scoreboard. Back in a moment.
Read the Norfolk Daily News for complete sports coverage in Northeast Nebraska. Contact the Norfolk Daily News Circulation Department to start receiving the latest news and sports at your doorstep daily. The Norfolk Daily News, your way.
Zobek Oil and Propane is committed to serving you, the customer, with the best service and the best products for all your petroleum and propane needs. Contact Zobek Oil and Propane in Norfolk. After the game, it's Sonic, America's Drive-In. Whether to celebrate sweet victory or to ease defeat, Sonic is there for you with a frozen favorite, food, or a drink. The ultimate drink stop, Sonic in Norfolk. Remember, drinks are always half price during happy hour, every day from 2 to 4.
At Midwest Bank, one of their top priorities is supporting local schools and activities in the communities they serve. When you're choosing who you can trust with your next home loan, commercial account, personal savings, or checking account, choose Midwest Bank. Service that builds relationships. Member FDIC.
For over 40 years, Norfolk Transmission has been servicing and repairing transmissions, torque converters, clutches, and exhaust systems. Find out about 6-year million-mile warranties from the ATRA certified experts at Norfolk Transmission and Exhaust Pros. See them on the web at norfolktransmission.com.
The Red Phone Book serving Northeast Nebraska for over 30 years is the most used and respected phone book with detailed Yellow Pages business. Information, cell numbers, mobile apps, and websites. Building a future for the Red Phone Books for many years to come.
Tired of living with pain? Community Rehab Physical Therapy in Norfolk has a solution to stop the pain and prevent it from returning. Community Rehab Physical Therapy also has locations in Fremont, Sioux City, and Omaha. Find more information at communityrehabpt.com.
The Red Phone Book serving Northeast Nebraska for over 30 years is the most used and respected phone book with detailed Yellow Pages business. Information, cell numbers, mobile apps, and websites. Building a future for the Red Phone Books for many years to come.
Find the right car at the right price with Northeast Nebraska Federal Credit Union's Click, Shop, Drive app. And for a full line of financial services, become a member of Northeast Nebraska Federal Credit Union. Visit nnfcu.com for more information.
Custom Sports of Norfolk, the official apparel provider for the NSAA, can create just about any apparel item for your team or group with personalized screen printing and embroidery. Get the competitive edge at Custom Sports, 2505 South 13th Street, Norfolk, or CustomSportsCo.com.
After practice or before the game, when it comes to value menus, you can't top BK's. Check out the King Deals value menu starting at just $1 at either Burger King location on Benjamin Avenue or 13th. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, have it your way at Burger King.
Cornhusker Auto Center, Cornhusker Nissan, and Cornhusker Pre-Owned Superstore are names you've come to trust for over 25 years. See them first for sales and leasing of newer pre-owned vehicles and your service and parts needs. Your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Nissan dealer. And remember, when we buy locally, we all win.
Your sports medicine specialist in Norfolk is Dr. Michael Adams. From preventative care methods to keep you in the game to management and care of sports-related injuries, see Dr. Michael Adams, providing excellence in care at Family Health and Sports Medicine. Call 844-8167.
For all of your trailer repair needs any time of the year, contact Tracy at Eastern Nebraska Trailer Repair. Also ask about grain hoppers for rent, long or short term, at Eastern Nebraska Trailer Repair, 1212 South Pine Industrial Road in Norfolk.
Welcome back, everybody, to Norfolk's Veterans Memorial Field. You're listening to the Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust postgame show. Their professional staff are ready to serve your financial needs at all Elkhorn Valley Bank locations in Norfolk, Hoskins, Pierce, and Wayne. Member FDIC. Lutheran High Northeast defeats Wisner-Pilger. Final score 44-30. Let's take a look here at the final statistics. For the visiting Wisner-Pilger Gators, they had 266 yards of total offense, 76 on the ground, 190 through the air. Cooper Von Segern, 20 carries, 53 yards. Mason Raby, 10 carries, 17 yards. Kobe Porter had 3 carries for 6 yards through the air. Cooper Von Segern, 12 of 23 for 169 yards, 3 touchdowns. He was intercepted twice. Correll Colmoose, 1 of 1 for 21 yards. That was a touchdown pass. Receiving, Gunnar Lebenz caught a ball for 14 yards. Mason Raby, 2 catches, 11 yards. Correll Colmoose, 5 catches, 77 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Kobe Porter, a catch for 12 yards. Gage Reichen, a catch for 12 yards. And Hunter Waterman caught 3 balls for 64 yards and a touchdown. Again, 266 yards of total offense for Wisner-Pilger. For Lutheran High Northeast this evening, they had 400 yards on the nose of total offense, 336 on the ground, 64 through the air. Hunter Spear, 17 carries, 186 yards and 2 touchdowns. Aiden Wiedern, 13 carries, 38 yards and 2 touchdowns. Philip Kirby, 10 carries, 92 yards. Logan Bussey, 1 carry, 3 yards. Ryan Brand, 4 carries, 11 yards and a touchdown. Lee Grebe, 1 carry for 6 yards. Through the air, Aiden Wiedern, 5 of 5 for 64 yards and a touchdown. Philip Kirby caught 3 balls for 49 yards and a touchdown. Ryan Brand caught 2 passes for 15 yards, 400 yards of total offense for Lutheran High Northeast in this game. Recapping the scoring, first quarter, 7:58 to play. Cooper Von Segern, a 12-yard touchdown pass to Correll Colmoose. Von Segern runs in the 2-point conversion. It was 8-0 Gators. 1 minute, 10 seconds to go first quarter. Aiden Wiedern, a 1-yard touchdown run. Wiedern completes a pass to Lee Grebe for a 2-point conversion. We're tied at 8 after 1 quarter. Second quarter, 7:23 to play. Hunter Spear, a 60-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion fails. Eagles led at halftime 14-8. Third quarter, 9:20 to play. Wisner-Pilger's Correll Colmoose, a 21-yard touchdown pass to Hunter Waterman. The 2-point conversion run by Mason Raby is good at 16-14 Gators at that point. 6:26 to go third quarter. Ryan Brand, a 6-yard touchdown run. Brand runs in the 2-point conversion. 22-16 Eagles at that point. Minute 26 to go third quarter. Aiden Wiedern, a 9-yard touchdown pass to Philip Kirby. Brand runs in the 2-point conversion, and the Eagles lead at 30-16 after 3 quarters. Fourth quarter, 10:11 to play. Cooper Von Segern, a 40-yard touchdown pass to Hunter Waterman. The 2-point conversion pass play fails. 30-22. The Eagles lead is 8. 7:43 to go in the fourth quarter. Cooper Von Segern, a 41-yard touchdown pass to Correll Colmoose. Mason Raby runs in the 2-point conversion. We are now tied at 30. 5:43 to play in the fourth quarter. Hunter Spear, a 37-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion run fails. It's 36-30 Eagles. 28 seconds to play. Aiden Wiedern, a 1-yard touchdown run. Wiedern runs in the 2-point conversion. The final score, 44-30. Right now down on the field, we got Jay Kenobi standing by with Wisner-Pilger coach Brent Bauer. Jay?
Coach, tonight at halftime you kind of challenged it like this needs to be Gator football, and I think you were looking for things like character and guts and execution and playmaking, and I would think you got a lot of Gator football that second half.
I think so too. You know, we're a program that I don't think has competed with a ranked team like this probably since Reagan was president. You know, we did a lot of things, and I'm not surprised what we did in the second half. You know, we talk a lot about character. You see Mac 7 all over our locker room and our uniform, and the first core value of Mac 7 is character. So we got heart. We played our butts off here in that second half, and, you know, I told our kids, I thought at 7.5 left in that fourth quarter, I thought we had them on the ropes. And I don't know that I didn't think we had it won there, to be honest with you. I thought Luther and I was really tired, but I thought we were tired too. And we just didn't have the bodies tonight, but we learned that tonight, and next week we go to Battle Creek, and, you know, that's 10 miles further away, and that's a couple spots higher up in the rankings, but it's also an opportunity for us to go out and be a little tougher mentally and prepare us for our district schedule. I think I've got a good football team, and I'm proud of them tonight, but we learned something mentally tonight about playing with teams that a lot of people think can compete in November in C2. They think Luther and I can do that, and I thought we played with them tonight.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Great game.
Thank you very much.
And as Wisner-Pilger coach Brent Bauer with Jay Kenobi down on the field. Jay Sideline Reports brought to you by our experienced team at First National Bank with 2 locations in Norfolk to serve you. Andy and I will talk to Eagle coach Darren Suckstorf here momentarily. Getting back to the statistics, Wisner-Pilger defensively, Lucas Troyer had 8 tackles, 7 solo, 1 assist. Jaden Raby, 7 tackles, 5 solo, 2 assists, and a fumble recovery. For Lutheran High Northeast, John Freidenberg, 10 tackles, 5 solo, 5 assists. Seth Knapp had 8 tackles, 4 solo, 4 assists. The Eagles had 14 first downs compared to Wisner-Pilger's 12. Third down efficiency, Wisner-Pilger 6 of 14. The Eagles were 5 of 8. Fourth down efficiency, Wisner-Pilger 1 of 4. The Eagles 1 of 2. Penalty yardage, Lutheran High Northeast had 8 infractions for 70 yards. Wisner-Pilger 5 penalties for 35 yards. Lutheran High Northeast fumbled the football twice. They lost it once. Wisner-Pilger fumbled it once, did not lose it. Time of possession, the Gators had the football 25 minutes and 55 seconds. Lutheran High Northeast had the football for 22 minutes and 5 seconds. Again, the final score tonight, 44-30. Lutheran High Northeast outscores Wisner-Pilger in tonight's game. And right now down on the field, we've got Darren Suckstorf, victorious coach for Lutheran High Northeast. Coach, congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
What are your overall thoughts on the victory?
Well, I thought it was a gritty performance by us. A lot of those kids haven't been in a situation like that yet, and when a lot of reps count during a game, we didn't have any reps that really counted last week. We got a good lead, and I don't think our motivation was there. This week we had to play 4 quarters. Every snap counted, and I think we needed that. We had a lot of guys grow up today. And hopefully we can keep learning from it. What I'm really happy about is that we overcame a lot of adversity tonight. Some bad snaps, some penalties, some big plays on defense, and some bad plays on offense, some missed assignments, and we still overcame it. We found a way to win.
Hunter Spear, 17 carries, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns. Aiden Wiedern ran for 2 touchdowns. Ryan Brand had a touchdown run. Aiden Wiedern a perfect 5 of 5 through the air for 64 yards. Philip Kirby didn't score a touchdown, but he had 10 carries, 92 yards rushing, caught 3 balls for 49 yards. He had a touchdown reception. You got a lot of weapons out there.
Yeah, I really like how they played tonight. All those guys got that explosive step that they can take it to the house if they get a lane. So I'm really proud of how they ran hard. I thought the line gave them some seams at times so they can use some of their athletic ability.
Are you concerned about your defense at this point?
No, I will get it fixed. I don't know how to say this. We weren't ready for all that stuff, and it's hard to prepare for a team when you don't see all that stuff in week 1. They come on week 2 running a whole different offense they showed in week 1. So we adjusted as we went, and I think we'll keep getting better. We got to be able to play fundamental base defense, and that's what it took tonight.
Coach Andy White here. Congrats on the win. Keep on chugging along. But the question I have for you is, talk about your passing game. I thought Wiedern threw the ball very efficiently and effectively in situations when you really needed him to.
Yeah, I agree. And probably the biggest thing I'm happy with is on those 3rd and short situations when he has a rollout and he has the opportunity to throw it or run it. And I thought he made great decisions, like pick up some key first downs and keep some drives along. He's really developed. Coach Portwood is his coach, quarterback's coach, and they work every day on footwork and decision making. And I think he's gotten extremely better just during fall camp.
Yeah, Joe and I talked about that. He looked really good. And then the question, I got to ask you this one. Big play for Wisner-Pilger. You were animated on the sidelines over there. Did you think that was a double forward pass, or what did you see from down there?
Well, when they score on it, you're always going to think it's a double pass. I honestly, it looked like to me from my angle, but I didn't have the greatest angle. And that's what the ref said, too. They didn't have the greatest angle neither. And then we just got to fight through it.
Yeah, that looked close. But, hey, I'll tell you what, you took it on the chin, and your boys came back and fought hard, and this one's definitely going to pay off. So keep them going, Coach. Congrats again.
All right, thank you.
Again, Lutheran High Northeast wins it by a final score tonight of 44-30. Again, the Eagles 2-0 on the season. Now you got David City Aquinas next week. You know what? I'm not going to ask you about David City Aquinas. I know you don't want to talk about them right now. Just celebrate that second win, man. I'll talk to you on
That's right. Thanks, Joe.
Kicks tomorrow morning. That's Lutheran High Northeast football coach Darren Suckstorf here with us on the Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust postgame show. We'll take another break. We'll conclude our postgame show here in just a moment.
Stop at the Midwest Meats and Fish in the Hub in Norfolk. Tell Dan what you're looking for, and he'll help you find the best meat, seafood, and specialty items in the area, including steaks, ribs,